Welcome back. I don't come back. Welcome everybody. I just came back from the UK. My belly can't dey pain me because of too much choppings and drinkings. So I'm having turkey pepper soup to calm me down. I want to say Niger no fit you, but the money we would spend abroad, na Niger we dey make am now. Am I guaranteed I can make that kind of money if I live abroad? I'm not sure. So I chop turkey pepper soup to calm myself down. About it. I've not eaten the whole day, but I needed this. I needed this. I needed it. Thank you, my love. It's all I've been able to eat.
Oh, you know.
Let me see. Yeah,
She
just.
said to give you extra food.
Oh, thank you.
You want?
It's hot. Okay. Thank you very much. At least make I chop turkey, make it day my belly. Where can I order this hat? Just go to Michael Ekeade. The designer's name is Michael Ekeade, based in London. So how are you guys doing? Plenty gist day where we go gist today. Should I JAPA or not? Not for me or me, I dey stay in Nigeria. I know the which thing? Yeah, but he'll bring it on Monday. I've paid already. Sorry, make una no vex. Make I put the turkey down small. Make I gist with una. Then I'll go back to the turkey. You see, yeah, there were so many things I noticed, good and bad, when I stayed abroad. I'm going to talk about the good. I'm going to talk about the bad. I'm going to first start with the good. Driving around London in summer is a beautiful feeling. Everybody's out with their comfortable windows are down, roof is open. You know, you see an economy that is booming. The stores are full, everybody is in traffic. You can, when you come to Nigeria, the first thing you notice is an economy that is on life support. I have a lot of friends in government, but there is no better way to say it than that. Our economy is on life support. What do you want? Okay, once I'm done, I'll call you. All right. Bye. Sorry, make I just chew one turkey. Only one. I'll continue. So, back to where I was. I've always liked London. I always preferred London to America. America is all over the place. And Trump just made it worse. So, driving around London, especially the parts of London I stayed on Knightsbridge, And I also stayed at PT's house. He has a country home and he has a house on Knightsbridge. And I stayed at the Peninsula. That's one of the most beautiful hotels in London, that Peninsula. It's wow. So I was there for a couple of nights, and I love London for that. The coagulation of hustle and bustle. Now, let's export this a little. I noticed that there's a huge influx of Nigerians. As I'm walking in the mall, it's Daddy Freeze, Daddy Freeze, Daddy Freeze. It's never been like that before. I don't think I'm more famous this year than I was last year. So what it means is there are a lot more Nigerians. I dialed EE, my network provider. I wanted to get an eSIM. After talking with the guy for like 20 seconds, the guy said, I know this voice. This is Daddy Freeze. I'm walking in the mall. A woman turns around and says, you're Daddy Freeze. And I was thinking that, whoa, I'm getting more famous. And I thought about it. No, there are more Nigerians in the UK. Now, first question is, what were the options those Nigerians had in Nigeria? 99% of the Nigerians in the UK could not afford the life they're living in the UK in Nigeria. So let us first of all start with the booming economy. Our economy in Nigeria is on life support. So if you make a JAPA decision based on economic reasons or circumstances, you have not done anything wrong. Number two, the insecurity. We're driving around, yes, walking around London with a Piaget. I have to wear a sweater over it, even though I'm not cold. Especially around central London. Central London has been known to be quite unsettling, especially with the watch thieves and all that. I told my wife not to go with her Rolex. She wore her Omega. So just to try to, I want to say, but you are still in Nigeria. God, some people are slow, sha. When they catch up, we'll meet up with them. So there are a lot of people abroad who left everything. They were doing well up in Nigeria, but they left everything they had because of the insecurity. And honest to God, I don't blame them. Because this money you are making, you need to be alive to spend it. And sometimes some people just say, you know what, I don't need to make $1 million. Let me just make $80,000 and be safe. So a lot of people are making those decisions based on the insecurity. The insecurity in Nigeria right now is a colossal mess. I'm not blaming the government in power entirely on it, because even the opposition has been known to bribe, what is it called? These people and creating security. It's been happening in Nigeria. Anybody that has been in Nigeria will know that this has been happening for at least 30 to 40 years. Anybody that wants to scatter Nigeria, they will come from that insurgent, insecurity issue. Of course, the government also has a lot of blame in it, but it's a peculiar Nigerian factor that sometimes seems to rear its head around when elections are coming, which is unfair to the citizenry, because at the end of the day, the position and the opposition are fighting themselves using you people as a scorecard. You understand? And only in a worthless, useless mindset is that even a method to drag power, creating security, supporting security, funding securities. America too does it, but I think that's where we learned it from. But it's really pathetic because it's people's lives that are on the line, and Once they start to push the agenda, oh, it is bad because it's of these people. The more poverty, the more insecurity, though. So if the government cannot fix the economy, they are also contributing to the insecurity. So, my turkey done the cold. One thing that amazed me was I was away for 2 weeks and my income did not dip. That's what made me reluctant to come back. If I was making plenty money, I would not want to leave you people for a day. So, but you see, one thing I love the Nigeria for is I see the way people run around after their children abroad and I can't do it. Now born I born Peking. I no born idol where I go to worship. Every day, my child this, my child that. Come on. I mean, say one woman blogger was dragging my name like a discouraged Jagba. Perspective is different. I do not discourage Jagba. And right now I'm leaning more towards encouraging Jagba. Because for this Nigeria to make sense to you, you go hard small, you go hard. Please, what business are you into? Why should I tell you? I'll keep you guessing. People are surprised. Now, before I open up the phone lines, I want to talk about something here. Pop my money gun if you're watching on TikTok. I had an encounter at the airport. Or more like on the flight. I came with Lufthansa because we had to get something done in Germany. Yeah, brother. Yeah. How far? Oh, okay. Please help me make it. Help me put plenty tozo. John said, I don't wear earring. Now my daughter on my birthday. That's my daughter's contribution to my life at 50. She said she wanted me to look responsible. I said, how do you mean? I said, people that wear earring are not responsible. She said, the people that ate Nigeria's economy, do they wear earring? I said, well, you have a point. She said, those are the most irresponsible people you have in the country. The people that destroyed Nigeria. The people that started Boko Haram. The people that are supporting Boko. How many of them wear earring? Answer is 0. So if there's anything like irresponsible dressing, it should be how they dress. And I said, well, she's got a point. So I want to talk about what happened on the flight coming to Nigeria. So we're the plane, business class, taste buds. I'd loaded my luggage, taken my seat. Thank you, Samaria. So taste buds is standing. The cabinet is open, or the, what do they call, the bin is open. Her luggage is on the floor, and some little kid couldn't be more than like 10 or 12, about maybe Free's age or slightly older, came and just put his luggage there. So Taste Boss was like, I'm here trying to put my luggage there. And the mother was like, yeah, you can use any bin. Taste Boss said, yeah, but I'm standing in front of the bin with my luggage. As soon as I just heard that, now Taste Boss don't first complain about that woman. See, she doesn't understand what's wrong with this, why she's rude. So I don't first vex, and I wasn't feeling too well. So I just came, I said, babe, where's your, I just removed the child's luggage from there, pack her, moved it to the next luggage, carry her luggage, put there, go sit down. So that madness we now want start, make all of us start them. Luckily, myself get European passport, and we did Europe. So you can talk German from now till tomorrow. Romania is part of the European Union, and I'm carrying a European Union passport. Let's start the madness. So as soon as I carry the luggage, go put for the next place, the man come begin to rake me, say, so why I go move her son luggage? I say, why his son go put in luggage for when my wife won't put her luggage? He say, but my wife has not put it there. I said she was standing there. What do you think she was doing? Buying recharge card or buying petrol? You are standing in front of an end with your box. What do you want to put it? What do you want to do? If we don't have, let's be thinking. But so at the point, I now notice that we are just arguing. I told Taste, but I said, leave this woman. Go and sit down. Just ignore them like nothing happened. The woman I went to call flight attendant for business class where I pay. She went to call the cabin crew. Now told the story. Very stupid woman. Said, and then one guy now entered the matter. He said, that you don't do that to a little kid. I say, are you crazy? A little kid. When a little kid does not have sense, is the mother of the little kid not supposed to train the child? How can you see an adult, Taste Boss is 40-something years old, standing in front of an open bin, and then you come and put your luggage there, and you are telling me that I don't treat a little kid? I'm not in you people's Europe. Oh. That's one of the reasons why I love my Nigeria. That's why I love my Nigeria. In Nigeria, a child cannot see an elder trying to load their luggage and quickly put in luggage there. So, he shot one guy, put him out. He said, if you had children, I said, will you shut up? I have 7 children. And none of my children can behave like this. None of my children can be stupid like this. I snuck that one in. So, it's one of the things I don't like abroad for. When Peking go come become your guy. The kids weren't stupid. They were just raised by a stupid woman. And when stupid people decide to reproduce, that's the answer you get. And me, I was just triggered. Oh. Me, I was triggered. My wife, don't contact my wife because she carry green passport. I don't follow like carry green passport too. Woman call they talk German. The German no sweet for mouth. Wash. I keep quiet with it. Very problematic woman. As I never see that kind before. Then the guy in front was like, you don't do that to children. I said, shut up. Who are you? Who is deciding the morality? You? That one I know saying a pastor picking when no like me. And I know Kuku send him papa. Someone say blogs will carry that part. May they carry anything where they like. I don't fear him, you man. How can you as a child, or make I ask una, is what I did right or wrong? You can even ask person, may put mouth first. We'll use that one, take start. John, I don't send you request to accept. Brother, me, you're looking very fresh.
Yeah. How you doing now?
I do.
I just dey pursue you everywhere you dey go. As you dey London, I dey London.
Where you dey now?
I dey Canada.
How far?
I dey.
I say I want to ask you that story where I tell you I do right or I do wrong.
You don't do wrong now. Some people, for inside place, some people you be like say they carry frustration enter plane. And so when else they misbehave. This cabin thing they cause wahala. Somebody go there 2 seats or 3 seats away and they go put their box or luggage where your own supposed there, and you be like, okay. Most especially once you come into the plane.
How much say children are priority? Babies are priority, not children. What are children priority? How much say children are priority? That's their priority abroad. Nonsense. To put your luggage for business class where I pay.
No, now the lockers are assigned to the seats, and if it's filled up, it's understandable. But when you are claiming it's right, you are sitting on the right side and you're putting on the left side, it becomes an issue. So everybody has right to, but you put her in a place.
I just ignore them. I just noticed when she reached Nigeria, she was just a problematic, stupid-looking person. To say she fine now for even agree.
Romanian passports, they're stronger than German passports.
No, German passport is actually stronger.
Is it stronger? Okay.
It's stronger. But all of us, they EU.
I love
So that kind of threat, where they threaten Nigerians, they not fit threaten me.
Even when they carry green passport, they send anybody.
No, now,
Now you freeze you are wrong.
Why was I wrong?
If I have slapped the boy for head, come on, please.
God will bless you for me.
You don't know your mate again.
I did tell you to send a Nigeria
Come
picking.
on, you don't know your mate again. And this have happened to me before. I had my laptop bag in the overhead cabin. One very elderly man came, removed it, dropped it on the floor to put his own bag. That's what, Oga, you don't see my bag there. He tell me, say, is that why you're talking like that? Don't you have respect? I said, listen, if you want respect, go to your village meeting. Yeah, I will speak the way I want to, and if you dare not take that bag up, I'll bring your bag and I'll throw it away. And you do nothing. You do know nothing about it.
Yes, sir.
I choose to respect what I want to respect.
Exactly.
I choose to respect what I want to respect. I don't understand how people behave like animals and expect that you treat them like children or you treat them like adults. No, it's so they treat them like children. The one will go buy Papa for Abuja, go buy Papa for Abuja.
That's
That one, so that we should treat him like a child also.
No, not
If you do anything no good, just slap shift
in molars.
Tomorrow Ingo get ahead. How will you see an adult? And you see an adult trying to do something. A well-brought-up kid will help the adults to put the bag. Will help the lady to put the bag, knowing that maybe she's experiencing difficulty, maybe she can't lift her bag. But you want to say that you agile pass. Keep on from there, they go pursue come with that plane.
Me, I wasn't feeling too well, so I just wanted to come back to Nigeria. So I was not going to go the extra mile. But
you know, abroad, everybody wants to be the Mr. Nice guy. You don't do that to a kid.
I say you don't do that to a kid.
Reach your turn,
I say I get 7 children. 7.
When you reach your turn, carry your own bag, go keep your toilet.
Go give your Abby. It's a simple thing. The woman, and everything. If to say the woman asked her, please, my son has already kept his bag there. Please don't be angry. Can you please move your bag, sir? They try to do a giddy.
Or even scold the boy and tell him, no, don't do that next time.
And then now looks at us
do that next time.
and says, please, since he has already put it there, can we manage the next one? They come with attitude like, say, I send your papa.
Now people where they look their face.
Ah.
Now people where
No.
they look their face. Yeah,
You
they
know?
like people where they give attitude because me, my attitude is on point.
Straight up.
Fubara, no, they don't give you ticket to.
They don't give you ticket. Which tickets?
So you don't collect this ABC ticket.
Fubara, you the APC.
Fubara, we are ashamed of you.
No.
Fubara, your voice they like Ricky.
We don't.
Fubara, we are ashamed of you.
Fubara face.
Grace.
Voice of Fubara, face of Wiki. See,
Voice of Wiki, voice of Fubara.
Yes, so we don't get agreement. And I mean, no one agree on top of that agreement. It's agreement.
No.
Agreement
is not agreement, though. Agreement is not agreement. There's not like agreement.
That thing funny. And we don't know.
I'm disappointed.
No. Bubara don't get muscle. You don't get anything to fight for. Now you know if you fight.
No, if that me, I go fight that fight too.
Not a politician.
But my question is, why did he cause all the problem in the first place when he knew that at the end?
Of course, when you know you don't have the muscle, or I don't want to say the balls to fight.
No, it's not that he doesn't have the muscle. He felt he had a president.
No, before the president.
He felt he had a president. He didn't know he had a stooge. No, he had a stooge. Because if he had a president, the president would have weighed in as a commander-in-chief and say, hey, Oga, you don't finish your tenure. I want to ask you a question. I don't give you portfolio. Focus on your portfolio. I want to ask a question. Do we know the deal Wike and the president have?
Thank you.
Yes, now.
So it's not. Do we know the deal
they had? You know.
I know there is a deal. Yes, and you are saying the same thing. Fubara thought he had the president, not knowing he had the stooge.
No.
The president is Wike's stooge. Because there is nowhere in the world that one individual will hold a whole state to ransom and the commander-in-chief will...
See, John, before the president intervened in the issue, Wike and Fubara had their parts, and that part was not kept. You understand?
See,
they made us to see it that the president saved Fubara from the issue.
Any pact. For example, if me and you go into a contract, for example, if I go and bring a girl now, and say she should sign a contract that me and my friends could knock am. We come now. She don't agree knock us. I carry and go court. I carry a contract go court. Any unlawful contract is illegal from the inception of the contract. Any unlawful contract is illegal from the inception of the contract.
But
I don't want to hear this.
You and the lady had contract, Abi.
No, an unlawful contract. The fact that the contract is unlawful makes it null and void.
I'm not
unlawful in a lawful country. That is the position of the law. That is the position of the law. If me and you decide to go and rob a bank, and we have a contract that will share the proceeds 50-50, that contract that we already have is unlawful.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying. If you are bringing in someone into a state to be a governor of a state, and you're telling the person that you will do this, you're removing the authorities of that person as the chief executive officer of that state. So that contract, whatever the agreement they have, is unlawful. It's an unlawful agreement.
No, you see, it wasn't like that. It was like a football team where the captain was promoted to be the coach, and another player took over as the captain, and then the captain and the coach are having issues.
No,
that's the way I see it.
That's not how it is. No, that's not how it is. No, that's not how it is.
Can you give me a sec? The thing is this, right? If you look at the inception of River State, right from the time of what's his name, the first governor before Amechi,
Peter Odili.
Yes.
This is the pattern of this has always been the pattern of River State.
What pattern?
Right? Yeah, I'm coming, right? The pattern of betrayal.
No.
Wait, hang on a sec.
No.
The pattern of betrayal. Peter,
I be Rivers boy.
I'm also a Rivers. See,
no.
listen. Wait, brother. I'm also a Rivers boy. My mom is Rivers, right? I be Query, right? I be Wiki side as a half side, right? So I know a little bit of Rivers State politics. Maybe I know be politician. I know really good in politics, right? But I know a little bit of like Rivers State politics, how it has been. When I say pattern of betrayal, right? It has always been like an inception of since 1999 democracy. When democracy come into power, when we had democracy right from 1999, we Odili ruled for 8 years, right? Odili's plan from beginning was like he wanted to be the president. He used quote and unquote, make I not talk with I don't know, allegedly, he sponsored Nigeria mostly from the River State coffers, hoping that Baba Obasanjo would push him. All right? Betrayal came into play. He lost that power. And if you remember, what is this Amechi's cousin's name? Omehia. Omehia won the primaries in in PDP. Amechi didn't win any primaries. What I'm trying to put to you is like this betrayal, maybe today starts. Amechi didn't win the primaries. And Amechi and Omeya, they were cousins. This one not the same political.
I'm finding it difficult to understand the betrayal you're talking about. Peter Dele left government house and forgot about government house completely.
Okay.
Peter Dele did not leave government house and wanted to have everybody that is in the government house answerable to him, even after he left government house.
Right, that's right.
So you cannot say that the pattern has always been the same. No. Every governor of River State that have ruled River State left and handed over.
John,
please let me land.
Yeah,
they left and handed over. All we are saying that it is bad for you to want to have ruled for 8 years and still want to control the political climate of the state.
But what you should know is everyone that has left that ruled and left and handed over, they were politicians. Grounded politicians. Fubara was never a politician.
What was Fubara?
Fubara now
was
he was a civil service guy.
What's different between civil servant?
It was like a figurehead.
Let me tell you something. If you had an Obasanjo as president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces, Wike will not do that.
Right.
So do you agree that the problem is not with Fubara, the problem is with the person you have as the president?
No. See,
If Obasanjo did
I disagree.
No.
John,
I disagree.
John, please. John, there was a big part, and that's what I
disagree.
This thing is now open to many of us. Fubara was undergoing EFCC investigation on the state financial affairs.
Right.
The only way allegedly, the only way they can make him escape is to get him immunity, and that is why he was a candidate that would be that contested allegedly. And that is what.
Excuse me, sir. Fubara was Accountant General when who was governor?
Yes.
When who was governor?
When Wike was governor.
So you think the Accountant General is going to? If the Accountant General is going down, what happens to the person who was governor?
Still, I didn't get that.
If the Accountant General is going down, what happens to the person who was governor?
Of course, now, if there was something...
Do you think as minister...
He has a point there.
Do you think as minister...
He has a point there.
Do you think as minister that dude has immunity? He doesn't have immunity as minister.
That's right.
So I will say this and I'll say this again. The reason why Do you realize that footballer brought down the River State Assembly? Do you know the amount of fight footballer put? Do you know the amount of fight footballer put? Do you know what footballer did?
Yes,
I'm not gonna know they talk this is the man no politician, the man no politician. The only thing that worked against him is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is
Fubara was a gunner. He was almost a gunner when the president intervened.
Bro. Do you know that Fubara, a governor's security, a governor's security, a governor's security.
With one pronouncement, IG will remove all his security aid, and then it becomes and that was what happened to him.
Okay, but the same removal of the security happened during Obasanjo's regime with the
now Obasanjo removed 3 governors
with Senator Chris one boys Nkige. Was it not?
We cannot compare scenarios.
Bro, I'm telling you that the reason why this happened is because we have Tinubu as president. If it was another president,
why do you say that?
Have you forgotten the Ingige?
No, you without the interference of a president whom is loyal to the Godfather.
But what happened to the Ingige and Uba incident?
Right now, they are federated states.
Who lost?
They are federated states. River State.
Who lost? But who lost? In Ngige and Chris Uba's case, it was the court that decided.
Later, reinstated them. But it was
the court that decided.
You want to know the mistake?
They were impeached.
You want to know the mistake your twin brother did? My brother on glasses.
Yes.
Deflecting to the APC.
Yeah.
If he hadn't deflected, because right now, Wike, he has destroyed the PDP, the party called PDP. He destroyed it with his hand, and he has a plan because he's playing both sides. You know, and you can't play both sides in politics. You know, assuming he stood his ground in the PDP. They wouldn't have been able to play him these politics they did on him right now, because they scoped him. Now they made him understand. They wind him, and he thought he was like the 001 of the states by deflecting. By deflecting from the PDP to the APC.
Do you know that River State PDP and River State APC allegedly
they are doing the same meeting?
They hold meeting together.
They hold meeting together.
What are you talking about?
But why is that?
Wait.
Because of the president. Because of the man you have as the president.
No. Wait. See.
Because of the man you have as the president.
John.
No, that's not true.
River State is critical to the president. Fubara, original Fubara. Okay, the fake Fubara.
You the answer person name they call am fake.
To start his fight with the Godfather, and that was it.
100%.
Barely 3 months into his administration, he started.
Can you guys stop promoting impunity? Because how do you expect?
Did you know Fubara before election?
Excuse me. Regardless, the fact is that he's an elected governor of River State. So how do you expect an elected governor to function with a state assembly?
You are saying
an island.
You are saying something that is sane in a listening environment.
Okay. So do you agree that it's because we have a president that permits an insane environment to function? That's why it happens. Because
that's your own quote.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because we are on the same page. We have a president that wants an insane environment to happen, to take place. That is why teachers are being kidnapped and their head removed. students are celebrating Children's Day.
That one has been happening before. In Kano State, the Godfather and the governor had their own differences, and they won't let the party.
Excuse me, please. Let me educate you. It has not been happening before. During Goodluck Jonathan's regime, an Air Force pilot, squadron leader Yedima, was on a routine mission, and BH hit his fighter jets, and he had to evacuate and landed in an enemy territory. They caught him, tied him to his back. He was the father of 3 kids. I know Yedima personally. He was my senior. They tied him behind his back and they took out his head. After that, do you know what Goodluck Jonathan did? Special forces were sent into that territory as undercover PH members. They got that camp and they unleashed terror on them. That is a commander-in-chief. That is a commander-in-chief, not a commander-in-pieces.
We are not arguing about that. The president has
not say that it's been happening.
The president has not lived up to expectations.
The fact that it's been happening. The fact that it's been happening.
That one is obvious.
The response is what we want. We want a decisive response.
We are talking about the politics angle. If it comes to another topic of insecurity, we can say, yeah, definitely we can now appraise that differently. But when it comes to this,
my brother on yellow, right? On yellow shirts. You said the response, John. You said the response. It is so like I mean, what do you say? The residents needs to like stand this ground and make a decree, right?
No, make a decree.
Hold on.
No, make a decree. No.
Okay.
Let me tell you what I would have done as the president of the Federal Republic.
Right.
If this thing had happened under me, I will call a meeting of my joint chiefs immediately. I'll give them 48 hours to fish out those people. Employ every form of technology you have. Every form of where are your best? Let me land. Where are your best pilots? I want them. I want all the special forces in that forest. I want to send a message across to these people.
I want to ask you a question.
Are precious to us.
When you're done, I want to ask you a question. When during recruiting in the Nigerian army, which part of the country gets the biggest slots?
what?
The North.
Is that
because they have more states.
Okay, fine. You know the man Sheikh Gumi, right?
Yeah, you know Sheikh Gumi.
Who do you think he is? Like,
Sheikh Gumi is the son of the first Grand Kadi of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
No, what do we Nigerians know him to be? What do we Nigerians?
Let me tell you.
He's an Islamic scholar and he was a captain.
Sheikh Gumi is the son of the first Grand Kadi of the Sharia court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Right.
He was a captain of the Nigerian army.
Right.
Until he resigned. And became an Islamic scholar,
right?
Who has been banned from entering Saudi Arabia for reasons.
Okay. And he's banned because of his wrongdoing.
Second time,
definitely.
No. He's banned because of his radicalized Islamic preaching.
Thank you for that word. And do you know? Allegedly. Fine. Thanks. Thank you. When I asked the question, what part of the country gets the highest slots in the Nigerian army, you said the North. 100%. Sheikh Gumi, ex-military, 100%. His son right now,
he's in the army. He's a first.
He's in the army.
Wait,
I'm driving somewhere. Hold on a second. If you're talking about the president calling on the army, right, to like do something about the insecurity, and you have the North, where their cousins are in the bush, and their cousins are also in the Nigerian army. What do you expect, my brother?
So then you don't have a president, then he should resign as president.
Thank you. Now you just answered my question.
Then he should resign as president. Listen,
you answered my question.
Bro, John, please, I want to say something. during the time of his great General Sani Abacha, GCUN, CFR,
Right?
They were bandits.
Maitasini.
They were bandits. They were bandits from the Maitasine. From the Maitasine. No, not. Maitasine was not completely dislodged.
Yes, now.
From the Maitasine to the bandits, the main bandits, the Fulani bandits of Bauchi. Abacha called the brigade commander of 21 Armored Brigade Maiduguri and told him, I want this solved in 1 week. How you're going to do it, where you're going to do it, I don't care. But I don't want this to happen again. 21 Armored Brigade went in full force, knowing that they have the command of the commander-in-chief. They went into the village. They went into a village. The village that those bandits watched them completely. And there was nothing like bandits anymore.
John, John,
that is the president. That is the commander-in-chief.
John, I agree with you 100%. See, let me tell you something. There was a report yesterday that there are about 30,000 bandits in all our villages in the country. Look at the size to our population. 30,000.
We are cooked.
So they are not many. They are not up to a fraction
30,000 bandits.
30 that we can destroy within 3 weeks or 1 month.
You can destroy 30,000 bandits in 1 week, in 1 month.
In 1 month, I'm just saying, let's say 1 month. Let me give you an instance.
Because let me tell you something. Once you are on ground, you don't have strength. Air support is the highest.
And now,
wait. Can we hang on a second? With what ammunitions?
No, they are ammunitions. Wait. Let me be sincere with you.
Let me explain something to you. A platoon of bandits have 1 AA at the aircraft and maybe 3 or 4 GPMGs and assault rifles.
Did you listen to the soldier that was under the freezes live some time ago?
Please don't. I don't will not be here and you're telling me to listen to the account of a recruit when I sit down with colonels and brigadier generals. If you don't tell me to go and listen to an account of a recruit, I know they're the foot soldiers, yes, but they don't understand warfare.
Right.
If Nigeria spends what we spend on defense judiciously, bring in fighter jets, drones, those bandits will go in 1 month.
See, John, please.
What
John,
is the budget? What is the allocated budget?
Wait, please.
Sorry,
my brother, let me just say this. Simple analogy. When the people that are holding the Oyo victims now, they are not more than 12. There are about 12 bandits that arrested them. I know they might have some guys that are protecting them too, but just 12 of them. Once that thing happened, nobody is pursuing them. Nobody is pursuing them. There is no way. If it happens the first time, we pursue them. And let's assume that there are collateral damages. That are people along the line. Once these people are happy that Nigerian security guys will pursue you, whether with drone, physically, throw tear gas at you, do anything at you, they will not have that effrontery to go out and pick people. Nobody is pursuing them. That's number one thing. Nobody has that. Because the police will have to wait for approval to follow bandits. They will have to get live ammunition to use. They will have to do a whole lot of... The process is like you are just saying somebody is drowning. You have to call somebody from afar to come and rescue that person first. We need to do something differently.
Hold on, bros. Sorry, I beg, no vex. Do you have like a second phone or something with you? I just want you Google up something. If you check the allocation of budgets, the yearly budgets, the last year budgets, check allocation for security and compare it with what I fit say make we compare it with something we know really makes sense. Like maybe government spending.
We understand.
Let me help you make it make sense. Let me help you make it make sense. The Republic of Iran does not have a presidential jet.
Right.
But they have fighter jets that can actually stand. They have drones that they can use to unleash terror on anybody that wants to unleash terror on them. But we have how many presidential fleets that stay idle and get packed? Sell those presidential jets and buy us fighter jets. Sell those presidential fleets and buy us fighter jets.
John,
Nigerian presidential yacht.
John, all these ones are not. See, John, we are not getting it.
I
It's
want-
not lack
I
of
want-
money.
I want to say
It's
something.
not lack of funds.
I
We
want
are
to
not
say-
getting it.
Bro,
It is not lack of funds. I disagree on that one.
Bro,
Guys, because of money.
bro,
It is just
bro,
misplacement of the money.
Misappropriation of funds.
It's misplacement,
bro, and we are saying the same thing. We are saying the same thing. We are saying the same thing. If the funds were allotted and used judiciously, we won't have all these backlogs. We won't have all these backlogs. And however, for the Oyo incident, I feel is a lack of willingness of the presidency to want to solve this problem, because those people call with phones. Please correct those that are into IT. Correct me if I'm wrong. Every phone is connected to a mast. If you're making, as I'm holding this phone now, it is connected to a particular mast. Wait, please, let me land. It's connected to a particular mast. You can narrow down the mast I'm connected to. And if you narrow down the mast I'm connected to, you work with the service provider, it narrows down the area of coverage of that mast. You have narrowed down that search to that area. Then you deploy drones with... drones. Let me land, please. You deploy drones that have CO2 emitter, CO2 sensors into that forest. Because where you have trees emit oxygen. Humans emit CO2. So if a drone with a CO2 sensor is flying in a forest, it should not sense CO2 because the trees are emitting oxygen and using up CO2. Then if there's any part of that forest that there's human settlements, you will sense a spike in CO2 from those sensors. Very simple.
You think the government doesn't know this?
John,
John,
this thing is not John. It's not lack of equipment. I can tell you, it's not lack of. It's just a lack of the will, which we have agreed on. Let me tell you something. There are drones that if drones.
The former head of state, General Sani Abacha, he made a statement over 30 years ago.
Yes, now.
Any insurgency that lasts over a time, over 24 hours or whatever he said, is political.
It is now.
And it's still valid up to even after 30 years of this statement being made when it was made by him. It's still valid up to your dates, right? If you are talking about drones, like your phone being connected, it can be tracked. You think the government do not know? You just think they can track?
It's just the will. I'm telling you.
Just the lap. That one that your mom ate and remained.
Yes, in Ondo State, just Amotekun, they were empowered initially when they started. They caught several bandits in Ondo State. Same thing happened when they were entering Osun. They didn't have any sophisticated weapon. It's just to pursue them. Once it happens like this, immediately, these guys are on foot. They are tracking. And you can use drone to monitor them in the area surveillance.
Don't forget, like the former EFCC chairman, what did he say? What did the former EFCC chairman say about the bandits? What's his name again? Rubadu.
Rubadu.
They are our brothers.
You know,
and you think drone or whatever, you can track their IP address. You want to track your brother's IP address? Like I said before, my brother.
So wait, please.
People should come out and tell us the truth why they are not pursuing them.
Guys, please. So you are president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces, and you have a national security advisor that says that they are their brothers, and you call him and give him an order, and he refuses. What will you do?
It's because they are in cahoots.
What will you do, sir? As the
president, do anything.
Let's assume you're.
That's why I use the word that we are cool.
Let's assume you're the president and commander-in-chief.
The Yeah,
not.
John,
I'm asking
John.
you a fundamental question. Let's assume you're the president and commander in chief, and you give a direct order to your national security advisor, and he disobeys it or does not carry it out properly. What would you do?
Of course, I'll kick him out.
I'll arrest him. Put him under house arrest first, and
Yes, no.
appoint a new one that will do
John.
my bid.
Yeah.
It
John.
just boils down to the fact that the
John,
presidency have no willpower to stop this.
A Yoruba man is the chief of army staff, and we thought, okay, he will not, and he's a Christian, and he's supposed to take up this, and he has not done anything. I've not even had his voice in the last.
I asked you a question. I asked the question
Chief
earlier.
of defense staff.
Sir?
I asked the question earlier.
He's a Christian.
Most of these military men, their cousins are in the bush.
Hope you know. No, the Yoruba man, his cousins are not in the bush.
No, I'm saying mostly.
So,
I asked you a question. You said the biggest. You said the largest group is the Northerners, right?
So that's
they are the ones.
The problem you guys have.
You're not speaking with same voice again now.
The problem you guys have is thinking that
divided.
The problem you guys have is thinking that everything from Jos upwards are Hausa people or Fulani people.
They are not. They are divided. They are not speaking with same voice.
There are more than 300 tribes in the north.
Yes,
Definitely.
So
everybody's going according to his zone.
The Angas man, the Tangari man, the Babur man, the Kanuri man does not want to be a bandit. So it's not the North. The
Benue man is not called North.
The TV man, the Basange man is not interested in banditry. So let's not say that their brothers are in the bush. No, it's the lack of willpower of the presidency to want to solve this problem. Simple. That's a fundamental problem.
My own take is that these people are not many. They are few. How can 12 people be holding about 46 people hostage in Oyo, and we have
it is political.
Over 3,000 police officers in that area.
Because they are Ibadu's brothers and sisters.
No. It's not brother and sister alone.
They are Ibadu's brothers and sisters.
No. Okay. Let me tell you something. I go to police commands every time because of my work. I've seen the people that lost their lives, they are unalive. Soldiers and police that come to take their insurance or Robinson check and so on. How much is there? These people don't even want to go. They don't want to go and fight on our behalf because what is their life insurance or any permanent disability? It's not up to 1 million naira.
So, bro, let me tell you.
How will I go and surrender my life?
Let me tell you something. You guys need to understand something. That 80% of the Nigerian military are people who fight for passion.
I like that.
This is the only country where you see soldiers who fight for passion. I have a friend. I won't call his name, but he's a captain in the Nigerian army. He's a tank. He's in a tank battalion. Now him, the Mount Armor tank. His father is extremely wealthy. They have about 8 houses in Dubai. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But he's in the army. His salary is no more than 250. The money where this boy born for one night past 250,000.
See, bro. I agree with you on this one. If we talk about, if you're talking about passion, wait, hang on a second. If you're talking about like money, it's sad that they're not being paid.
Hi guys, I want you to listen to this.
Insurance or social security. And when they lose their life, their family gets kicked out or thrown out of the See, bro, I be barrack boy. I was born in the barrack. My papa was a military man. And growing up in the barracks, I saw how military men did their jobs. Definitely, it was during the military regime. Did their jobs with passion, right? When I say passion, they know they pay them good. Definitely, it shouldn't be like that. But they did their job with passion. So when John was saying like most military men, like that are in the military, is not based on pay. That is 100% true. Many of them do it because they love the job. But still, you cannot pamper bandits in the bush. and expect good results from your military men. See, if you get passion they fade though. There is a way you would treat your woman, right? There is a way you would treat your woman that loves you. The love would fade with time. You know, all those passion and love she has for you will disappear if you treat her bad. You know, these men that goes into the military, they went to the military because they want to help the country, they want to fight for the country. But at the end of the day, you know, the men where they sit down for office, that sits in the office, they are the one that gets the large benefits, like the biggest benefit. But the foot soldiers
boils down to one thing.
are the receiving end.
It boils down to one thing. The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria does not have the willpower to solve these issues. Because if I'm the president, if it was during Abacha's regime, you know, after Gideon Oka's military junta, one of the reasons why Gideon Oka them gave that they struck was that soldiers were buying their uniforms themselves. We are buying their boots themselves. After that junta, Babangida came down on command centers to ensure that soldiers receive their due, what is due to them. What is due to them. And for crying out loud, it worked. How will you tell me that soldiers are complaining that what is due to them doesn't get to them? And as president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces, you have meetings with the joint chief severally. You speak with the chief of defense staff. You speak with the chief of army staff, and you are not raising those issues with them. Listen, the presidency has the powers to hire and fire its service chiefs 7 times a day.
Definitely.
They are not elected positions, they are political appointments. So he has the power to fire them if they are not productive. The fact that they are sitting there and these things are happening means that the presidency is complacent to what's going on.
We can't hear you.
Over mute.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, John. So I said, what goes on behind is far more than what we see. Let me be factual with you. On a good day, when you look at the hierarchy of in the army, the junior ones are suffering while the top ones are enjoying. And those ones now, they are like, okay, the funding and everything gets to them first before it cascades down to the junior ones.
Who are the top ones that are suffering, that are enjoying?
From lieutenant colonel upward.
It's a lie.
The guys, what did you say?
It's a lie.
It's not a lie. How much is the salary of a general? Even a general does not end up to 1.1 million naira. And when they leave office, yes, now, the general does
now, the problem with you guys is that you guys don't understand the military. It's not every general that leaves the office that is rich. I know retired brigadier generals that cannot service their car.
Bro,
John,
the thing is
John,
this.
Please, can I land?
Okay, right on.
I know retired brigadier generals that cannot service their car. I know retired brigadier generals that will see the USD 500K. The soldiers that you feel that are rich are the ones who handle command positions. I know of a brilliant brigadier general that before, as of when he died, he was owing all his siblings.
So okay,
You're talking about
it's based on unit. I agree.
You're talking about 1% of those that command units.
Okay.
And those that command units,
let me concede.
Okay.
Let me concede.
No,
I'm saying that
he's right in that, because see, the benefits that comes with being a military is not the high pay.
it's not.
I don't know about.
Virtually
Hold on. I don't know about now, but when I was growing up, having a military dad, you don't pay for tuition. You know, I go military school. You don't pay for house rent. You don't pay for light bill. Your salary from your salary is just for feeding, basically, and maybe clothing, you know, and all that. But basic needs like lights, water, they are free. But the salary is not that all that. Even a lieutenant or a captain, first lieutenant most start from where the hierarchy starts from. First lieutenant or second lieutenant, sorry. The salary is not all that. It's not so attractive. Like he said, it's when you are like controlling a battalion.
Yes, controlling. So for this set of people, the funds are not cascading well, and we are saying that till date.
Should the funds cascade? Shouldn't the funds be allotted to what it should be used for?
And that's what we're saying the same thing. I don't know why it's not. If you are supposed to buy them food and you're not no, the fund will not go to them directly for feeding or something like that, and it's misappropriated. Well, you find out that a whole lot of us are still blaming. Yeah, I know it's government. Government cannot see everything. I'm not defending the government.
Government can see everything. That's why there's an Economic and Financial Crime Commission. There is ICPC. Government can see everything. That is why there's a channel for people
the ICPC.
What they call petitions. Petitions. The president remains the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. All commands report directly or indirectly to him. So please, nobody should tell me that it is
John.
It is a failure in the presidency.
EFCC sacked some people for corruption. So you find out that every facet is corrupt. EFCC said that you're supposed to monitor these people. Sacked over 300 for corruption.
Do you still agree or not agree that if EFCC sack people for corruption, that means there's a failure in governance?
Everywhere is failing. That's what I'm saying.
All the people that are sacked, are they not in the Senate?
I didn't say. So people are. You said
there are many people that has corruption cases that
every
it boils down to one thing. We have a president who allows it happen.
You see, the president, the buck stops on the president's table. Now the president is to use EFCC, use army, use police, and every one of them is corrupt.
The speaker of the red chambers. Have you forgotten off your mic?
If I am the head,
wait, have you forgotten off your mic?
Bro, if I am the head of Zenith Bank, and Samadi branch, and the security man assaults a customer, it is my fault. It's failure on my part. Because by rights, the security man reports to the chief security officer, the chief security officer reports to me. Any failure in the executive arm of government is the complete fault of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Because he is the head of the executive arm of government. The police, ICPC, EFCC, the military, falls under the executive arm of government. So let's stop trying to push the ball. The fault is the fault of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
John, the fault of everything in this country today is on the president's table. We agree, we have said it. Every problem.
No. The fault of not doing a road in my community is the fault of my local government.
It's not on the president.
It's the fault of my local government.
We are talking about security now. We are talking about security.
So that's why
we are talking about security. Everything under security. Everything under security. We move from politics to security. We move from politics to security. So whatever it is that we are saying,
can I ask a question? What do the state governments? What do they do with these security votes, or what do you call it?
Number one, security vote is not in the constitution. It's a creation of some of these people, and it became a necessity when the security problem became very loud, and they carved that thing for themselves. Oh, they have to have some kind of some funds carved out so that they can dispense it at their own discretion, not going through the House of Assembly, not going through anybody to get that fund. So sometimes they took a percentage out of the fund, out of their allocation, and put it as a security vote. And now the more the security situation is escalating, the more they are carving out, they are taking out of their allocation to be before some years back, security vote used to be about 20 million, 10 million, 30 million. But now it's in like 1 billion because the situation. Some people are fattening on this security problem. Once it's escalating, some people are getting more money. And that is what I'm. And it's not. They are the people that are supposed to execute these programs. Let's say, okay, somebody's supposed to get ammunition for the guys on the field.
It's still the fault of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying it. See, we can't just say it's just the. If we don't isolate this problem and we don't put it at the spot where they're supposed to be, you know that is the president's problem.
You know.
See, wait, John, please. The president removed everybody. The president has appointed are Nigerians. The president removed a chief of army staff before, replaced him with another person. One died and replaced him with another person, and the thing has not abated.
Bro, let's stop acting like we don't know what the problem is. The problem is that the president.
Who are you going to appoint? Are you going to bring somebody from outside?
Please give me a minute. The problem is that the president is only focused on compensating people that help them do what they help them do. Simple. If the president wants to make Nigeria work, they will employ people based on credibility. There is no way you will tell me that in EFCC. You see, when Obasanjo wanted to employ Dora as the head of NAFDAC, Dora was not a politician. She was not in PDP. She did not help anybody win any constituency. But she had a track record of being an honest person. That was the reason why Obasanjo said, I need to clean up NAFDAC. I need to clean up the drugs in our streets, the medications in our streets. Please, get me this woman that returned money that she was given to go and do surgery. And she did not need the surgery. And Dora came in and took Nigeria from 70% fake medications in the market to about 17% fake medications in the market. That is what happens when you employ people with credibility and competency. As against,
if you're talking about
help you win elections.
If you're talking about credibility and competency,
Where have you been?
What do you have to say about political zoning then?
Okay, the other one is not here.
Political zoning is
John.
madness.
Fubara and my brother.
Political zoning is complete, absolute madness.
Guinea fowl.
If a Hausa man takes me from point A to point B, right? And another Hausa man is the one that will take me from point B to point C. Please,
Because
so be it.
In your points, like when you made reference of Dora Akunyili, bless her soul. I agree with you 100. You know, because if you look at the cabinet right now, presidency's cabinet, they are what do you call these people? Nadeko boys, or what do you call them? Nadeko boys. Majority of them are Nadeko boys. You know, they're people that they fought. According to them, I won't say they fought. In their own opinion, they fought for democracy. You know, they are not competent, in my opinion. I have every right to say that because I'm Nigerian as well, regardless. You know, I have every right to say they are not competent enough to hold whatever positions they are being given. You know, they are given position based on
their rules.
You are my boy.
Their rules in winning elections. Yes.
Huh?
They are given positions based on their rules in winning elections. That's it. What else? So if we continue like that, any president that wants to work, for his first day in office, I know he wants to work. For his first day in office, his appointments will be void of his party. His appointment will be void. See, in the army, there are generals that have integrity. But those generals that have integrity, they never rise. They are caged somewhere. So if you make me president today, I will call the head of military HR. Pick up those files, dust up those files. Those files exist. There are soldiers that have integrity. Pick up those people and give them key positions and give them a KPI. Your KPI is, I need you to clean up this thing in 1 month. If you don't, I will remove you. And if on the 30th day you have a review with that team and it's not done, you appoint a new one. You send a message to the next one coming that it is no longer business as usual. While you're doing this, the ones that have been, there will be an accelerated court process for corrupt cases. There will be an accelerated court process for corrupt cases. As it is coming, it is passing. 4 days, they have passed the judgment. The person is going to prison. Straight. And you tell them, I cannot interfere. If you like, be my party member, I cannot interfere. Let the court decide. Then I will know that the presidency is walking in the right direction. See, governance is not difficult. Like I tell people, we don't have a National Assembly. We do not have a National Assembly because,
of course.
because let me give you an example. The change of the national anthem was brought to the House, and senators and House of Reps members agreed. What they gave was their personal opinion and not the opinion of the people they represent.
Let me give you gate pass.
They gave their personal opinions. You cannot see a UK, what do they call their own? House of Words. There's something they call their own.
House of Commons.
House of Commons. A UK House of Commons member give an opinion about something without having a survey amongst the people he represents.
What constitution are you using in Nigeria?
I don't see.
Wait, I'll answer you. Nigeria is a federal republic.
Yes.
It's a federal republic. Is it a copy and paste constitution?
No, it's not about the constitution. I'm telling you what representation means.
John, you cannot do anything outside the constitution.
John, I like your passion. And
You can't do anything outside the constitution. No, you are not a dictator.
You are saying it because there are brick walls on the way.
That is how. Let me tell you what the constitution says. The reason why the National Assembly sits only Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, I am grounded in politics. The reason why the National Assembly sits only Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays is Thursdays are supposed to be for them to go back to their constituency.
To do their jobs.
Hold a town hall meeting with their constituency. All the bills that we are read in their house for deliberation, they seek the opinion of their constituents. And return back and give only the opinion of their constituents. For example, if I be Agege, and there's a law that comes to the National Assembly that Agege should go to 14 years imprisonment. Personally, as an individual, if I be Agege, I'll say nay to that law. But a proper assembly will go back to his constituency. If his constituency says, please let this law fly, it will fly against your own personal beliefs. That is what representation is. And not until that is being done, we don't have a National Assembly. We have people who go to... If this was done when they wanted to change the national anthem, I'm going to tell you that 98% of Nigerians say no to the change of the national anthem. But it wasn't done. The opinions that they gathered was the opinions of 360 House of Reps members and 36 times 3 plus 1 senators.
Done in that House of Assembly, in that House of Representatives and National Assembly generally, we have SAN, we have top players, medical doctors, all these people.
So
having that when they come from different they come from different zones, they come with their ideas. No, but when they get to that Allo chamber, I don't know what normally happens to them.
No. So there are two things. Being educated. Being educated and being
no, we can't say these people are not educated. They are educated, but they are dumb.
I beg to differ. I agree. Wait.
The fact that you can do divide the X does not make you smart.
Wait. I understand you. If you say our leaders are dumb, We always say that, but brother, these people are not dumb.
They are making money. You say they are dumb.
They are not dumb. Hold on. What is the population of Nigeria? It depends on your value system. I agree. If your value system is that a man who is making money is smart, then hang on. No, I'm not. I don't. No. That's not my value system.
That they are not dumb in making money. That's the meaning.
They are not dumb. See, let me tell you something. Sometimes they can talk like, and you think these people are, cuckoo in their head. Brother, they are not dumb. Should I tell you they are just a bunch of, I don't know if you understand Yoruba, Agbaya. I don't know what is Agbaya. I don't know what's out there in English. Agbaya is a dumb. But what's the difference between Agbaya and dumb? Let's do someone that's not in Yoruba language. What's the difference between Agbaya and dumb? You know why I call them dumb? I'm not saying that they don't make money. No. I'm not quantifying it with money. An individual that does not realize that making money at the detriment to human existence, to the society, is you being myopic. Because let me ask you a question. I grew up in Maiduguri.
Make una no vex. Guinea fowl deal. See as the guinea fowl fresh.
Prominent politicians during the military. Where are all their children today?
Come top guinea fowl. John, calm down. Eat guinea fowl.
Looks here.
John.
Where are all the children? None of them. Where are all of Abiola's children today? They are roaming around like that, but doing it in the bed. And that is because
Somebody is on the way to come and meet you.
when you try to make money at the detriment
Person they come meet you.
at the detriment of the people, you kill institutions that will help that your money survive a lifetime.
Hello, sure they hear me.
John, if we add another
Person is coming to meet you at the gate.
to this program and give him opportunity to state how
Agbaje.
to solve Nigeria's problem, he will come.
You don't drop everything.
On how to resolve Nigeria's problem. Everybody has idea of how
You
to
won't see
solve
me.
this country's problem. But you see, implementation is a major problem. It's not because we have agreed that the present ruler don't have willpower, and that is why we have all these issues we have at hand. But definitely, the solutions are not far-fetched, they are not too far away from us. It's just for us to grab them and then work with them, run with it. How can 14 people be holding 46 people inside the bush? And we have in Oyo State, I don't know how many, I can say Oyo State we have more than 5,000 policemen in a bush. Let's say put 1,000 of them inside that bush. Wait.
You said Oyo State has how many police?
I say minimum they have like 5,000, minimum of 5,000 police officers.
How many of those police that they have, minimum of 5,000, are for the locals?
I'm just saying, during the election, don't they move 30,000 from state to one state to go and do election? If they move 30,000 to inside that bush, won't they fetch them out in one day?
There is no solution. There is no solution. You want to know why? I'm sorry to say, it's sad to say this. If we want solution, we have to go back to the drawing board. We have to make ourselves. We have to make ourselves.
What is that very well?
Wait, thank you. We have to make ourselves.
I'm being.
To prioritize every common individual. Every common individual, in the sense that, right?
The eyes. Wash it very well.
A young boy, we just make small money. He can have 5-6 policemen. Sorry, 6 policemen. Do you know how many citizens that covers? How many individuals 6 numbers of policemen covers?
Yes, one policeman to about 400 or 500 people or something like that. Yes.
Thank you. And one person, because he makes just a little bunch of, just a little money, can have about 5 mopos blowing sirens behind and after in front of his car, right? And we are talking about solutions. We're talking about 14 people holding 45 people. Whose fault is it that the boy can have access to the police? The
and take
system's
back
fault. The system.
And
The system. That's why I say we have to go back to the drawing board and prioritize ourselves.
and there's no way we'll go back to the drawing board to prioritize ourselves.
My brother,
If the presidency does not prioritize ruling us.
there is a
But Tinubu has removed escort now. Let's give him that credit.
I saw a Yahoo boy in Ikota today. He had one mobile policeman.
That one is just to make headlines.
So that is removing them and not enforcing it are two different.
I know, it's John.
There are things. Excuse me
John,
now. Let me get somewhere. There is a unit of the Nigerian police force called police mosquitoes.
Okay.
Police mosquitoes. Police mosquitoes. How many of them exist today? How many of them are there to catch all these illegal things? If Tinubu wants to remove it completely, to set up a command center that allows Nigerians snap them and send that message directly to that command center.
They have Savicon.
How many people say, have you gone to Nigerian Police Savicon office before? So these things, I understand, and if they remove insecurity, if Tinubu can solve the problem of insecurity completely, nobody will need a mobile policeman to escort him. Of course.
Good.
See,
So it boils down to the willingness of the presidency to solve the problems.
When I say going back to the drawing board, right?
Yeah, indeed, my son.
If you destroy,
He used to be the one.
if you destroy
I'm not happy with you. You disobeyed me.
the system
Everybody
whereby
can hear that I
everything
have a disobedient son.
is being privatized, you privatize everything, right? You know, Nigerians, we give ourselves the basic need. You want water, you drill borehole, right? You want electricity, you buy diesel, or you put what's this one on the roof? Solar. You put solar. You want security, you have Mopol, or in those days it was OPC, or you put someone that has some security expertise in your gates, right? If you made mention of the House of Commons passing some kind of laws, or in other countries that are in the benefit of every individual. This country you are making comparison. You are comparing Nigeria with. If you go to some certain public schools, you see public office holder. When I say public office holder, our president is a public office holder. Is employed by us. That's what it's supposed to be. Now we put him there, right? He's working for us. The governor should be your employer, but the case is not like that. Long story, you know. When I was talking about going back to the drawing board and going back to the roots, right? How are our public sectors, public school? Can anyone of us here send our kids to a public school? No.
No. But during the military, yes.
Thank you. See,
that means there are something the military we are doing. There are something that the military we are doing that we are no longer doing.
See, if you go to countries that work,
we cannot go back to the past.
Public office holders, their children and a normal guy will say he no get any position. They go the same school.
Yes.
See, I know they ashamed to say this since I was given birth to, right? And I became older, I left Nigeria. I can say foreign country bless me past my papa and mama country. I can repeat that anywhere in front of President Tinubu. You know, foreign country. When I say foreign country bless me past my papa and mama country, I mean it, because in terms of education, I was invested on by people who don't know me. Our kids being invested on this day and time.
But you went to command secondary school, right?
Definitely.
You were invested upon by the
that was my father's work. Work.
No.
He was part of my father's work.
He's not entitled to it.
Yeah, he's entitled to it.
He's not entitled
in his contract.
It is out of the benevolence. It is out of the benevolence of the Army of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that the children of officers get right education, including the military supermarkets. It is out of the benevolence of the Army of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So if you say that Nigeria, that you've not gained anything from Nigeria, it's
still any benefit of the program. There are still any benefits of
is a
if it doesn't work in the military, would I get it?
Hello?
No, if it wasn't working in the military, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't get it.
But even if it wasn't working in the military,
No be them supposed give you. Call the people we send them.
Government colleges, subsidized secondary schools.
They tell you that.
I went.
How much be the money?
When I went to FGC Federal Government College, Maiduguri, we were 4
Amara.
at the same time. My dad, as a civil servant, dips his hand in his back pocket to give us school fees. The first day of school, if he drop us on gate, he go dip his hand for pocket, give us 90 naira.
Give him the 3K.
We'll pay our school fees. As a civil servant, he had our school fees in his back pocket. Today, those federal government colleges, we are allowed to die, to not exist by the bloody civilians.
Which school them Obasanjo go?
They went to public schools.
Which school are their children going to now?
I'm saying
what school are their kids going to now?
What I'm saying is that the military had a better plan for this country than these morons you call civilians.
No. The military did not build.
I disagree. The military had
If the military will not go take this life,
bro.
No, we go there the life. It's just that once we finish, they'll come carry us.
We're not going to take this life,
bro. I'll rather live without freedom of speech. Good electricity. Excuse me, I'd rather live without freedom of speech, good road, good electricity, good everything, than to live with freedom of speech with this nonsense where person don't go fit travel from Lagos to Ibadan. Let's call a spade, man. Let's call a spade. The military, the military after the Nigerian Civil War realized that we have been torn apart between ethnic fault lines and decided to make those unity colleges one to unite Nigerians again. The reason some of us are not radicalized like these generations. Calabar boy lived in Lagos. His father was a pilot for Nigerian Airways. I was an Igbo boy living in Maiduguri. There were Yoruba boys, Tosin, coming from Ibadan. All these people come and assemble in one institution of learning. The ones that are coming from far places pay 10% of the flight fares as flight fees to come to school from different parts of the country. There was a Nigerian Airways dedicated for every state to carry federal government college students. I'm getting somewhere. To carry those students. Now, it reduced the burden on parents on education and also try to unite those boys. There is nothing you will tell me that Abdul, my Kanuri friend, when me and they go back here, go cook Indomie behind dining hall. Now him because of Boko Haram, no. I won't agree. Because I know him and I know he's a good person. Do you understand? So when all those things started dying, and if you look at the structure of those unity colleges, you realize that you have the teachers had a career path. My mathematics teacher later became a director in Ministry of Education. From junior teacher or whatever they call them to senior teacher to this, then you rise to vice principal admin, vice principal ACAD, then you rise to principal. From being a principal, they will transfer you to Ministry of Education. So you saw teachers putting their best. And not the things that will send our children to private schools where the teacher knows that she will never become principal because the director's brother is the one that is principal. So he will do whatever he wants to do.
John, NYC was a creation of the military too. But now people think
everything that has worked in Nigeria is a creation of the military. Everything that has worked in Nigeria.
And because of the rule now, but many people are saying they should cancel NYC.
So the reason why I agree for the cancellation of NYC is that the presidency that is supposed to protect the lives of these people can no longer protect it. Why should you send my brother to Zamfara? And so one bloody idiot that has long prick will come and catch him and start flogging him in the bush.
John, I beg, language.
Love, listen, you see that video where to dead not? You see that video where to dead not post? Where person carry cow, the cross road. The boy the video now. The boy the tell and say, don't video my cow. If not me, I go jam that boy with motor. Heaven will not fall. They don't have monopoly of madness. I go jam am with motor, heaven will not fall. But I go prison. They think they have monopoly of madness. They challenge people. They carry cow, they walk out for street. They challenge people.
Now them get the country now.
They don't have any country. Fulanis are not up to 1% of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They don't have any country. They are foreigners and they will remain foreigners.
The North owns the country.
The North, I have told you this severally. The North is not Fulani.
I understand. I agree. I join all of them together.
Marquis.
Now one Chisco boss, all of them.
Is a lie. Is a lie.
Now one Chisco boss now.
Is a big lie.
One Chisco boss.
Is a lie. Is a lie. Is a lie.
All of them are one. In my opinion, all of them are one.
It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. I have lived and died with these people. Some bunch of morons cannot come and just put us on the edge and they tell us that we own Nigeria. We own what? May they try that madness come southeast.
If you tell me that they don't own and run the show,
oh God, they don't own anything.
Wait
they don't
now.
Own anything.
Hang on.
See, I am a radicalized Christian.
Wait now, hang on.
I am a radicalized Christian.
I asked you about question about zoning, which me I did very against. You know this zoning, it is what they used to hold Nigeria for work. They join South. I don't know where you, John, where you're from. They join South. They join South with Yoruba and South in the zoning planning, right? And North. When you talk about North, they made it. They join themselves. I agree with you. Say, Fulani not big. I 100%. I know Nigeria a little bit, maybe not so much.
What you're trying to say,
but you said
Nigeria is divided into two based on River Niger and River Benue location. How the folks be and down. So that's why we have the south and the north. Then it's now further divided into 6 geographical
geopolitical zones.
And that's why we have the northeast, northwest, and north central. While we have the southeast, southwest.
Do you know those that benefit more from zoning is the south?
How?
No. Let me just wait.
Man. No.
Please, give me.
I'm listening.
In the northern Nigeria, there are more than 130 local indigenous tribes that they speak. If this person speaks, you can't hear what this other person is saying. Borno State has close to 30 something alone. In southern Nigeria, there's only one. In southeastern Nigeria, there's only one tribe, Igbo.
Right.
So the possibility of you seeing an Igbo man in immigration is way more than the possibility of you seeing a Margi man in immigration. It's way more than the possibility of you seeing an Angas man in immigration. It's way more than the possibility of you seeing a Basanke man in immigration. So the fact that you call them not does not make them one tribe. But we have more areas that covers one tribe. Igbo language is Igbo language. The north is not Hausa. There are Hausas in the north. There are Margis, Tibo, Tangale. and gas. There are lots of them. And they are not represented. They only have one umbrella, North.
Are you represented?
I'm properly represented.
Well, in what way? In what way?
Because there are 5 southeastern states. And all those 5 southeastern states speak an indigenous, homogeneous language, Igbo.
What has the representation brought to your zone?
Let me land.
Okay.
Me being represented and me not being represented properly are 2 different things.
All right.
So if you go to the Senate now, you have 5 times 3 senators, 15 senators that are Igbos. That speak Igbo. But I bet you don't have any senator speaking Mariki. You don't have any senator speaking Chibok. You don't have any senator speaking Kanuri. Oh, okay. The person representing Borno North is a Kanuri man. So that's the reason why you have a Kanuri senator. So you see the edge I have over them. But the fact that some people, Nigerians, are not properly traveled, they call all of them Hausa people. No, I lived with them. I know their pains. I lived in Medjugorje. I lived in Jos. I know that the typical J-town boy, Angas, does not want you to call him a Hausa boy. Does not want you to call him a Fulani boy. So when people say that the North are, no, the North are the ones that are from federal character. They are the ones that are not represented properly. I'm an Igbo man. I am an Igbo man. I'm from Newi. And I'll say it, and I'll say the truth.
In my opinion, you have every right to argue based on your your opinion, to say they are less represented in Nigeria, right? They're not. But when we are talking about geopolitical zoning, right? I agree. I understand that you made mention of different parts of the North that have not had a taste of power, or they don't have representative in the red or green chambers and all that.
Amara.
Right. But they see themselves as the North, and they take us for a ride. Right from the start go when we gain independence, right? The North has gained more representation in the Federal Republic. And where has that taken us to?
And that's what John mentioned the other time. See,
where has that taken us to?
The Hausa Fulanis have gained more representation in the Federal Republic.
But they are not enjoying. They are not far better. They are not better off.
Bro, I served in Yobe State. NYC campus was in the community called Fika. When we were doing endurance trek, if you did NYC, you know what endurance trek is.
Of course.
We passed a community. We were all thirsty. We passed a community. When we asked them for water, the water they gave us to drink, I no go fit use and bath. So when you guys talk about the North, the North is bleeding seriously. Those people need more help than we do.
Than the South, yes.
So the North is bleeding seriously. And as an Igbo man, I will understand that, but I don't expect Igbos to say that they are better off. In my community, if you come to Anambra State, from Oka to Ekulobia, all the communities, people dwell there, people live there, people trade there, and there are road networks there.
They are very close.
There are what? There are road networks there. Anambra State, apart from Lagos, Anambra State has the highest road network in amongst all the states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. From every community to every community, there is access road. And when I mean access road, there is also urbanization. I got a job. I posted a job in my community group for a menial job in the company of someone I know, a job of 200,000. One boy in my community reached out to me and I was like, "How much is the salary?" He said, 200,000. He said, "Where is the work?" I said, "Port Harcourt." He said, "Because of 200,000, I want me to come and start going to Port Harcourt." 200,000 I'll stay in the village and make. You get?
If you say they don't have water or they don't have basic amenities,
bro, please let me land. This is a boy in my village telling me 200,000 that he'll stay in the village and make. Bro, these Hausa people leave their villages for work of 30,000 naira.
not my fault.
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm telling you.
Is it not the Northerners' fault?
I agree. That is
It's their fault.
I agree that it's those that.
Whose fault is it?
I agree that it's those that be leading you, but please let's stop saying that they have an edge because
They have an edge. They have ruled more than every other tribe.
To what end?
I stand on that.
That's the question now. To what end? They've ruled more times, but we are far better intellectually. We are far better in terms of all what we are doing. The geopolitical zone is looking better. Look on to this southwest. We are more liberal. We are more coordinated. We have better people, and I don't. I've been to the north several times. And what I see,
You think we have the better people. How do you mean?
No, Nigeria, the people in this area are cool-headed. We are not too aggressive. It's tested that reported severally. The southern people are not as aggressive as people up there. So, and then we don't have that sense of like, okay, we are the country.
when I was young, because my dad started living in Meduguri from 1970. My dad started living in Meduguri from 1970. Even long before he married my mother. So we were living in.
Was he in the military?
Yes. We're living in the heart of Meduguri.
Hold on 1 second.
Look at our house. Look at what this is. What they call Islamia, where they train Almajiri. When they raise Almajiri, yes, that place that they will be flogging them.
Those that are way the smaller one every day.
See our house now. So there was this particular boy. This boy wasn't more than 9 years old that I know, because then I was a very small boy also.
The dimensions.
He's an Almajiri. Full Almajiri. Sometimes if we finish eating, we bring the remnant and drop at the gate for them to come and eat. This boy has lived there since he was 3. One day, as this boy are the boys that if my father is coming back home with his Peugeot, rickety Peugeot 504, they'll be running and be chasing the car and be touching the car. Because they don't know, they feel that my father is on top of the world. Then lo and behold, one day, his father came to visit him in that Islamia with a Peugeot 544 brand new Peugeot 544. The boy came out and they told him that your father, this is your father. He said it's a lie. He said it in Kanuri, it's a lie. That his father cannot have this car and leave him here. That he doesn't care what they're talking about, that he must follow his father back to where this car came from. The papa won't go, the boy they cry. The boy they cry because he doesn't understand why his father will subject him to this hardship, to eat the remnants of others. Just in the name of a religion that was man-made.
No, they are shifted a bit from that because all of them, they have families now, they cater for families, they are becoming more liberal.
So the people, the ones you're seeing are the ones you see in Abuja. And those are the ones that
Now,
are
when they take holders for work, be this. We look them less. For us, in order for them to keep taking us on a ride, they make us feel like, oh, Aboki, that word, they don't know anything.
brother.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know it, but where I come from, when you say you are an aboki, it's like an insult, right? But we don't look them less. But now them don't take us for a ride. So we look at them like, oh, they don't know, they are not educated. See, let me tell you something.
If we really want Nigeria to work, we should be able to separate the elites from the rest. Personally, what I see is we are insensitive about the plight of the average Northerner. And that is why we only started speaking out when it got to Oyo. Excuse me, about the nightmare that Medjugorje has been facing all their life.
I want to ask you a question when you're
The
done.
West Savage only started crying on TV.
I want to ask you a question when you're done. See,
because
wait, let me ask you a question.
Because it is Oyo.
Let me ask you a question.
That this nightmare has been going on.
Is it our problem? Are we the cause?
See, let me ask you a question.
See,
John,
wait,
So the one that happened in Oyo, are you the cause?
on that
The
point,
one that happened in
I
Oyo,
agree with you. We are a country, but why in Southwest nobody? We are not.
The one that happened in Oyo, are you the cause?
So the one that happened, why can't those guys stay in the north and it's their own area? See, let me tell you something. One of the problems we have in the Southwest is that majority of the guys, the Fulani that are rearing cattle, the cattle are owned by the Yoruba people.
No.
I'm telling you, the Yoruba people are the one inviting them, giving them cows to rear for them.
See, the atypical Hausa man that we see as or the atypical Northerner that we see as uneducated, if you put him at your gates, give him his first salary, the first thing he will buy, a wristwatch and a radio. Wristwatch to get timing so that he can pray his prayers 5 times in a day. And the radio so he can listen to BBC Hausa. And you think he doesn't have sense.
Bro, the one that you see here at your gate, have traveled. For him to be at your gate, he traveled to get to his gate. I'm telling you about the one that you go to meet at his gate. I have lived in various parts of northern Nigeria, and I'm telling you categorically that the north is bleeding. And not until we in the south realize that their pains can also be our pains.
All the year they've been leading Nigeria, why are they still bleeding?
The problem is that you are talking about them leading Nigeria. They led Nigeria with our own brothers. So it is not their fault. It is the fault of a bunch of criminals. When IBB was looting Nigeria as alleged, his key mechanism as alleged to loot Nigeria was Ateze, an Igbo man. So let's stop that.
He's the one in charge. They failed us, and that's no count.
Exactly. That was your word before. When you are in charge.
He was in charge. He was a total failure.
You don't understand what I mean. I'm not saying he's not in charge. I'm saying.
So he was in charge.
I'm saying when you say when they were ruling Nigeria, don't forget that they were ruling Nigeria with other tribes also. When they were ruling Nigeria with other tribes.
Then you should give the same excuse to the man in power now.
So they are ruling with other tribes.
It's ruling with other tribes as well.
Give the
same excuse to him.
The failure of the Nigerian state and the problems of the north are two different things.
Same thing.
The failure of the Nigerian state, bro. You guys are way off completely. We are talking about no. Let me land now. We are talking about the north is bleeding. You are saying that I should give the same excuse for the man in power. So we should give the same excuse for the man in power and neglect what happened in Oyo and say that it is their brother that is in power. No. I will speak against it because it is a break in security architecture of the nation.
as the president and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, his primary responsibility is protection of the lives and properties of Nigerians from both foreign and domestic terrorism.
Definitely.
So if he fails in that, I will say he has failed in that.
Yeah,
What we are addressing is
right.
people saying that the North has been in power. Why are they not happy? And I'm telling you that while the North was in power, they were working hand in hand with the West and the South, looting Nigeria dry. So let's not make an excuse for their sufferings. The fact that they're suffering means they're suffering. What the North needs more, any president that wants to liberate the North will start in enforcing education in the North.
Enforcing education in Nigeria, not in the North.
So how do you John? How do you want to John? How do you want to enforce education in the North? When in JAM, if you score 150, you can do medicine as a Northerner. You can do. Even there was
Thank you for this. Thank you for this.
There was a JAM. There was a time in OAU. Somebody that scored 300 could not enter medicine, but somebody that scored 180 from the North entered. And then they have a special allocation. All these things are things to encourage them. It is high time we stop delaying the South for the North. Because we have to delay the South for the North so that they can catch up. And if they are not catching up,
I'm not saying that the South should be delayed for the North. I'm saying that if you want to, the best way to do it is incorporate Quranic studies to education, to the Orthodox education, and ban Al-Majiris. If you want to learn the Quran, go to school. Learn maths, physics, chemistry, and the Quran. Education, whether we like it or not, the South and the West are light years ahead of the North in education. And the reason why the North is in the state of chaos that it is in now is because there is no proper education.
Leadership problem.
It's leadership problem. And the leadership problem is because we all feel that to their tent, O Israel, the only person that came to help them solve the education problem, we quickly removed him.
Who was that?
Go and look at John.
Huh? Jonathan.
Okay.
John, if you look at disbursements into out of school children,
Who is this person saying state police will solve the problem? You've not managed other police, you want to manage state police. State police is a failure, is a failure at source.
That's, some people are saying that's the only solution we have.
That's not near the solution. It's not near the solution. It's not near the solution. Do you think policemen are not trained to combat crime? Policemen are not trained to combat crime. The problem is that a lot of Nigerians go to school and come back empty. A policeman is not trained to combat crime. Combating crime is the sole responsibility of the armed forces, of the military. Of the military. So you think policemen will carry that together that they carry and that combat?
I didn't get that definition. Police is to prevent and combat internal.
Police is to maintain law and order. Simple. You can put a bet on this and go chop up. You can put a bet on it and eat it. Police is to maintain law and order.
Law and order, internal, you can define it whichever way. So, Nigerian army is to
as the governor of a state, if there's a riot, that is why they now formed an arm of the police called riot police.
Mobile police.
If there's a riot, which is a civil riot, you deploy the highest order of the police, the mobile policemen. That's the very strong ones. That is what you deploy when there's a civil riot. But when there is an insurgency, you deploy the military. Because the police
In Nigerian army is for external insurgents.
No, it's not true. It's not. Okay, it's not true. The job is not for external insurgency. It's not true. It's not true. Even you, when you ask for it, they shake it. If you're commissioning a lieutenant,
They brought me some when I
You'll
was
be-
around.
Wait,
one of their pledge, one of their
external
Oga,
aggression and securing Islamic borders.
Oga, one of the pledge,
Territorial integrity.
Oga, one of the pledge,
National sovereignty.
Oga,
This is to
Oga, wait.
no,
One of
now
the
I disagree.
one of the pledge of a commissioned officers is to protect this nation from every form of terrorism, both foreign and domestic.
So it's inside the box, inside the room, so we don't
John, Nigerian army is not for domestic.
Oga, don't do that. Oga, please, can you put your
John,
money
bring it out.
Can you
John, bring it out.
Can you put your money?
Wait,
Yes,
wait,
now.
John. John. What is? I think. Wait, brother. Fubara. What you are trying to say is when you say it's not for domestic,
See the
Nigerian army is to protect the territory
Yes.
against external.
What's
Wait. Is to protect its territory against external attacks. I think that's where you are mixing it up. But it doesn't mean the National Guard cannot be called in.
It is ancillary work. They can deploy them, and it's not their function. It's
To do
never
what? It's not their function to do what?
to do internal insurgency. It's not their work.
Okay. Let me help you. Why is it not Nigerian police that is in Sambisa?
Because they see.
Oga, answer my question. Why is it not Nigerian
Wait
police?
now. We just want to see. It's just like we using different medicine for another ailment.
Tell me
John,
why the Nigerian police is not in Sambisa.
Google, we bring out it on Google now. We can go to Nigerian law.
Oga, the primary function of the Nigerian police is to maintain law and
Another. Yes.
not to fight insurgency.
It is insurgency that is within. It's
Okay,
an government.
let me help you. Let me help you.
Go on now. Let us go and look at their
Let me help you. Do you know that
don't
even in the,
help me, I know
let
it.
me help you now. Do you know that
Me.
even in the United States
I'm
of
telling you,
America,
you don't know. I disagree with you. Bring it
Oga,
out.
put money. I know they disagree without
I tell you,
put
put
money.
money now.
I'll put money.
Put the law.
Put money. We'll get the lawyer. Don't show me AI. Don't show me AI. Put money. We'll get.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
Don't show me AI. We'll get the grounded lawyer. He will interpret the law.
Okay, now we can call Uju to come in.
Who should you?
Please,
Who should you? That hungry girl that is looking for APC now. That's how much.
let me send
I
you
mean,
the
I mean,
So the one that we're waiting, that was delaying us.
Let's talk about human beings. They told you that hungry girl when they look for APC. Okay, that's how much.
Don't
Because proceedings is finished. One money not they come again.
Oh yeah, bring Nigerian police. Bring the constitution out of Nigerian police. You can Google it. Bring it out.
Oga. The function of the Nigerian police is to maintain law and order. There
Yes.
has never been a time in the history of Nigeria when there's an internal insurgency in Nigeria and the police were deployed.
It's
The highest deployment of the police is civil riots.
John. See, John. Will you listen to me? If you give me 1 minute, I will tell you. See, it is just our AC way of behavior. That is why we misapply functions. Nigerian army, if you deploy the Nigerian police and they could not combat it, now you can support the Nigerian.
Okay, let me read what AI says. Since you want to go to AI, the primary function of the Nigerian police force is to maintain law and order, protect lives and properties, and prevent and detect crimes and apprehend offenders.
And you read the Nigerian army as well.
So Nigerian army, I have it here.
Wait now.
Nigerian army established under section.
Sir, please. The core functions of the Nigerian military are defined by Section 217 of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria.
Yes.
Defending the nation from external aggression,
Yes.
maintaining territorial integrity
Yes.
across land, sea, and air,
Yes.
suppressing insurrections. What is the meaning of insurrection? What is the meaning of insurrection, Oga?
This is it.
What is it?
Internal security support. They say support.
Please,
It's their core function.
please,
This is
please,
it.
please, go.
This is
Oga, go to the dictionary and get me the meaning of insurrection. Please.
It's not
Oga, now stop now.
internal security support.
Oga,
This is
stop.
it.
Please.
Internal
What is
security support.
Please. Okay, before
It's
you
not their
ask,
core function. You
Before I-
can defend them.
before I answer you, what is the meaning of insurrection?
Internal aggression.
Internal aggression, right?
Yes,
Please,
sir.
why are we arguing this now? Why are we wasting my
It's not
time?
their core function. I told you. I
Sir,
said
sir,
it
sir,
can be
sir,
deployed
sir, sir,
for
sir, please,
support.
sir, please, sir, please.
It's what you.
It does not, sir, I am reading. Sir,
You know
please,
how
wait,
I
wait,
work.
wait.
You know how I
Fubara,
did
Fubara,
it. It's what you
Fubara,
ask.
Fubara, I am reading section 1. I'm
Fubara.
reading section
Yes.
217. I am reading
John,
section
wait.
217 of the
John, can you hold
1999
on?
I'm
Can you hold on?
reading. I'm
Please
reading
wait,
here.
please wait. I'm reading it verbatim to you. Please,
Can you hold on?
let's know if you really understand English language.
Uh-uh.
Defending the nation from external
No, it's
aggression,
just it's flapping now.
maintaining territorial integrity across land,
Yes.
sea and air, suppressing, suppressing insurrections, and you tell me it's not their key function.
Wait,
Fubara,
You didn't
Fubara, hold on,
There's a
hold on.
problem here. There's a
See,
problem here.
wait, now John. Same wait. We are reading different. See, he said internal security support, assisting civil authority, the police in
Oga, I am reading. I read.
You did not read
Oga,
well. Print it
Oga,
out
I'm
like
not
this.
reading AI.
Print it out.
I don't read AI. Oga, I'm not reading AI. I am reading.
I said
see,
print it out like this. Print it out like this. John, bring it. Show it.
Wait, what's in this Oga real name, abeg? Who would they call Fubara? Bros,
My is Olayinka.
Mr. Olayinka, sorry.
This is it.
Your name is not Fubara. Maybe the thing is, John is right. Right?
It's not.
Wait, hold on. John is right. In this sense of like the Nigerian army being used internally. It's 100% correct.
I agree with him.
No.
They can be called
Oga, you've done this before.
Can you hold on? Can you hold on?
You've done this before. Soldier front, take your flag.
Can you hold on?
You've done this before. Soldier front, take your flag.
now. I told you they can be deployed. It's not their core function.
Why you keep talking to soldier front? He go double you up. He go double you up. Seriously, he go double you up.
But
Double you up.
I have said it for internal security support. For internal, and this is what I said. Show it the way you read it. I'm showing my own. It is there. It's not their core function.
Oga,
They
please.
can-
Oga. Section 217 of the 1999
Yes.
Constitution says defending the nation from external aggression,
Yes.
maintaining territorial integrity across land, sea,
Yes.
and air, suppressing, suppressing insurrection, and aiding civil authorities to restore.
You didn't finish it. You can see.
Please.
Come on. This is it.
What
This
is
is
this guy
it.
saying now?
Wait, John.
No, Mr. Oga, please.
John, don't
At
argue
this
with
point,
him.
let's send 200,000 naira to the freeze.
No,
Bring
no,
the scholar.
don't-
Please,
don't-
excuse me, sir.
don't-
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Bring a scholar in English language to interpret this.
Daddy Freeze, the issue at hand is this.
Let's
We are-
send 200,000. Oga, no. I'm not arguing this.
No, no, I don't like
The
arguing.
money is not involved. I've wasted a lot of my saliva.
Yeah,
The
no.
money is not involved. I'm not arguing this again.
Because I know that 100%.
Because a statement says maintaining territorial integrity, suppressing insurrections, and aiding civil authorities to restore law and order when called upon. That means if there is a riot and the riot is overwhelming the police, then you can call in the military.
All right. So John,
Restore
John,
law and order.
John. So that means you are saying that what happened at the toll gate was fine, as the police
Absolutely, it's
as the
constitutional.
police could not contain.
Constitutional.
It's very constitutional.
But that is not the argument. The argument is when there is now an insurrection, you don't even call on the police. That is not the function of the police.
It's a conditional statement.
Okay, there's nothing conditional about that statement.
It's a conditional statement.
Sir, go back to the constitution and read it. It
Wait,
says
now.
suppressing, please. It says suppressing insurrection.
Wait, somebody-
Comma. What does comma mean?
Wait, now, John. It's a conditional statement. And we have to
No, there's nothing conditional about the statement. Now, primary school,
Wait.
you could cause.
Let me read it. Let me read my own. You have read your own. Let me read my own.
Oh yeah.
Read his own.
Please, can you read it? Put the punctuations. Why
Let
don't
me
we
read.
Why don't we put the punctuations?
Yes. Support internal security. That's one. Assisting civil authorities.
Oga, don't read AI.
Wait, now make
Don't
you read.
AI.
Make you read. Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah,
Now
it's
make you read.
Nigerian.
Don't read AI. No.
In quelling severe
Oga, please go to
insurrection.
section. Please go to section 217 of the
That's what I'm
1999
reading.
Constitution.
That is what I'm
That's not what
reading.
you're reading.
Okay. Assisting civil authorities, the police, in quelling severe internal insurrections or unrest when military deployment is officially authorized.
That is not section 219 of the Constitution. That section says, defending the nation from external aggression, maintaining territorial integrity across land, sea, and air, comma, suppressing insurrections, comma, and aiding civil authorities to restore law and order when called upon by the president.
Yes, now it is not when called upon.
Please,
don't need to be called upon for your
anybody that
function.
understands English, what does this
My
mean?
brother, do you need to be called upon for your function? Do you need? It's a condition. Do you need to be called upon?
You see that I said your problem is primary school.
It's your own is correct.
See, it says, please, stay with me. It says, suppressing insurrections, comma, and aiding civil authorities to restore order when called upon. Suppressing insurrection is different from aiding civil authorities to restore law and order when called upon. It's English.
You see, so is suppressing insurrection and acting in aid of civil authority.
Please, when you put
it's literally just part of it. When called upon is the key word. If you are not called upon, can you come? If you are not called upon,
no. Please stay with me again. Let's do English 101 today. Let's do English 101 today.
English 101 that
Let's do English 101 today. It says, maintaining territorial integrity across land, comma, sea, comma, and air, comma. That's maintaining territorial integrity is one function. Suppressing insurrections, comma, another function. And aiding civil authorities to restore law and order when called upon, another function.
Is that
Another function.
and
Crying out loud. What is your problem?
when called upon?
What is your problem?
Called upon. See, when you are called upon,
I hope you guys are enjoying the conversation across platforms.
When you are called upon, you cannot just on the own. Then you see, when there is riot, the police are deployed, and if it's getting out of hand, they now rely back on the police, on the Nigerian army. Let us call them, and that is why they are there. It's when they deploy, and immediately they are done, they go back. They are not supposed to be seen. Nowhere in the world.
They're not arguing that. But I'm telling you that excuse me, when there is an insurrection,
Yes, now.
even in the United States, when there's an
So when
insurrection,
there is insurrection, the first respondent is Nigerian police.
it's
the
a lie.
Nigerian army.
It's a lie.
Nigerian-
The first respondent is the Nigerian army, yes. When there's an insurrection.
It's a lie.
What's an insurrection?
That is not possible.
What's an insurrection?
The first anywhere in the world is Nigerian police.
It's a lie.
They cannot contain it.
It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. If there's an armed attack,
See, that is what police is fighting.
when there was an armed attack on the U.S.
I can't see it.
What's that U.S. Congress House called again?
The Capitol.
Capital. Who were deployed?
The National Guard.
It's what?
Who was the National Guard?
The army.
What the hell is this guy talking about? Bro,
It's not what the heck. We can see it.
You don't do this with me. You don't do this with me.
It is what is written down. You
Bro,
cannot.
when there was an armed attack on the Capitol, who was deployed? Was it the U.S. police?
I don't know.
No, it was a National Guard. It was the National Guard. Because that is an insurrection. The problem is that you don't understand the meaning of the word insurrection.
It's you that don't understand. I understand it and I've defined it for you.
What's an insurrection?
So I'm not under any. You see, don't let us make this turn into a joking matter.
But it's a joking matter now because right now you just a joke.
We need to learn from ourselves. Don't throw jabs.
There's nothing to learn here. There's nothing to learn here.
We have this thing has been argued severally. Nigeria armed are not for insurrection. Why are you not stating that when they are called upon, you're still saying that when they are called, you ignore that one. If they are not called upon, they won't come. How can you say that? It's there in the book. It is there.
When they are called upon is a condition. Can you hear? Listen. When they are called upon is a condition for maintaining law and order alone. Why? The problem with you guys is that you guys don't go to good primary schools, honestly.
Which?
Because this is pure English. This is English I learned in primary 3.
You know,
punctuation.
I don't
in primary 3 English. I don't care what anybody is.
This
primary 3 English.
This argument.
You can see, no. He has had this kind of altercation with people, a lot of people on this.
I don't care, but I'm telling you.
This argument no will lead anywhere.
This is primary 3 English.
This argument no will lead anywhere.
That John is not okay. It's not okay.
And that's why I tell parents. People should make sure you send your children to good primary schools. It's not like they're not sending them to Harvard. That gap of primary education will be there.
You've won. When we are educating ourselves and we are talking and we are
You're not educating me. You're not educating me. You're not educating me. You're not educating me. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that.
Okay, I think you have done. Take the trophy.
Insurrection. And you say you're educating me. No, you can't educate me.
I think it's okay. Okay. You have won. Take it.
John, Fubara is our guy. Don't insult his primary school. He's our guy. You see, Fubara is our guy, John. See, John, I enjoy you. John, I enjoy you. And I love your heated arguments and opinions. I might not agree with all of them, but I like the spark it brings and the energy it brings. But Fubara is not the kind of guy where they throw insult. If not me, it's different.
This is not jobs. This is not jobs. If there's a gap in my education at any point in time, I will take it as a feedback, not an insult. Because we were reading common basic English.
In court, if you are a lawyer, we are arguing about something, it's a constitutional issue. We can argue forth or back. You can argue positive or you can argue.
But this constitution was clear. Okay. So.
Why are you ignoring when they are called upon?
So please, no. There's not like wait till they are called upon. For example, excuse me, when the crisis started, who was deployed? The military. When there was heated problems in the Niger Delta, as per pipelines, that was an insurrection. Who was deployed? The military. So this is not just a case of reinterpreting what the law says.
Before the military got deployed, the Nigerian police got
police. They
No. Where is that?
in the Niger Delta.
No.
No.
Let me be sure somebody is not using your name to wayo me.
That period.
How far?
That period, I was.
Okay, let me send you the rate card.
That mission was.
I just want to make sure it's be Yahoo Yahoo.
Was never. They sent police.
Please let me
Turn your head, do like this. Make I not say no be AI.
It was a JTF operation, and every JTF operation is a military operation. True or false, Branch boy?
Yes, now.
Every JTF operation is a military operation. The police are just the reason why police are in any JTF operation is for handover of suspects. The only reason why the police go and read the account of the general that ordered Wood. He said that it was a JTF operations. The police were supposed to be there to arrest, to apprehend when arrested. The military was supposed to go there and condone and dislodge the insurgents. The Navy was supposed to come by sea to block the sea so that the insurgents will not move out, so that they can go in and pick out the key elements.
But do you know before JTF was constructed, the NPF they were the first responder. So I mean when hold on. When this
Remember
the Niger Delta insurgency.
No, we are talking about the OD crisis. Remember, the OD crisis was as a result of military men who were pied on routine duty. No police was deployed. JTF was deployed immediately. The Niger Delta insurgency, the first deployment when the insurgent, for example, when an insurrection starts, there will be bits and bits of public crimes that the police might need to intervene. But when it becomes an insurrection and people carry arms,
Why are you sweating?
and people carry arms, then the police are no longer deployed.
Go and shower.
The next people that will be deployed is the military. It's just like you tell me that there is a ship coming in and it sends a distress call to control center that there are some pirates with gunboats with AK-47s heading towards them, and they'll deploy marine police. No, they'll deploy the Nigerian Navy. They'll deploy the Nigerian Navy. I don't like it. Well, I don't want. Let's stop trying to push what is wrong to suit our narrative. The primary function, if you're commissioning an officer today, his oath is to protect Nigeria from every form of terrorism.
An armed gang killed 7 Nigerian policemen in OD community, Bayelsa State, in the oil-producing Niger Delta of Nigeria. 5 other police were killed in subsequent days. These were apparent political agenda. These were were committed by group with no apparent political agenda. And afterwards, Nigeria now deployed.
That's what I'm saying. The Nigerian police are the first responders. When they become overwhelmed,
Deployed what?
They deployed Nigeria because police were overwhelmed.
No.
That's how it is. That's how it goes.
No.
You can't. No. In his sovereignty.
Bro. What do you think the policemen that were killed, were they pied? Were they pied because they went to maintain law and order? No.
Yes, now they were pied because they went to maintain.
These were policemen on routine operations.
What are they doing? There was problem in.
I don't understand. What do you mean by what are they doing? So a policeman cannot be in my community.
Why can't they be?
No, policeman cannot be in my community. No.
Why?
Those policemen were pied on routine operations.
They were there to
on routine. They were pied on routine operations.
It is written. It is there. You cannot everywhere in the world. It's a constitutional issue.
It is not an insurrection until arms are being carried. It is not an insurrection until arms are being carried. And once arms are being carried, bro, I will tell you. Okay.
No, you can't say it is not an insurrection until arms are being carried.
An armed robbery is not an insurrection.
No, but
look
they
at
carry arms.
Yes,
Police,
that's what I wanted to correct. And
They
armed
carry
robbery,
arms.
armed robbery is
Insurrection.
not an insurrection.
This
An insurrection is like carrying arms for an ideology or fighting against the state.
Anything
Yes.
that's
Fighting against the state.
Yes.
anything that threatens the security of the nation.
Of the nation. That's an insurrection.
Who cannot
And,
secure?
and I'm saying, once the internal security of the country is threatened,
PF, can you
Literally.
Nabita here? Can you Google this and say so that you can read this one that we are defining it the way we want? This is constitutional.
God, I don't die.
Constitutional. You can just be an arbiter. Let's just read it. Who is the first respondent in insurrection? In
Okay,
when,
Fubara, you won. Wike, you won.
This is not about winning or not winning.
it's not about winning.
This is not about winning or winning. I don't think we could put
I'm giving the one to you guys.
let's put to 200,000. Let's put to 200,000 naira.
Put it down. Oh yeah, let us read it.
We are not reading it because you don't
You
understand
know,
English.
we are reading, or we call a son. DF, we can call a lawyer or anybody. You can read it. Who is the first responder? So that we can read it out and say, which is something that is very simple. We don't need to go. Ifa is here. Let us ask Ifa.
I don't want to say what I want to say.
But wait, I want to ask a question. Something a little bit off topic now. I didn't even read the topic or the topic of this live, that JAPA or Not 2026.
The topic is not good.
JAPA or Not 2026. What was that the phrase? Thank you.
Now the face won't travel.
No, I just they ask you now.
Now the face won't travel.
No, I just they ask.
Now you can't want travel go.
UK now one of my favorite places. So I don't go lie.
God forbid. God
Yes, so like UK is fine now.
If I go travel, if I go live any place outside Nigeria, it has to be in the state of Texas. I can own 17 assault rifles.
Now you go and live in Arlington.
But wait, bros. Daddy Freeze, you said JAPA or Not. What do you been get for mind? What do you have in mind? For insecurity, JAPA or Not?
Me, you see, it's a difficult conversation to have. A lot of people are saying that abroad is better than Nigeria. My question has always been, it's not that straightforward.
Okay.
Abroad better suits some people, while Nigeria suits some others. Nigeria suits the gambler. Abroad suits the conformist. If you are good at conforming, you'll be good abroad. One of my friends just bought a house from another one of my friends for 1.4 billion today, cash. Cash.
There is fish, but we are getting it wrong. Money.
Sorry, money. Let me land. I don't know anybody that can pay $1 million cash abroad to buy anything.
I know a lot of them.
No, I don't. I don't.
know a lot of
Maybe
them.
PT, maybe one or two people.
Even if they have it, they will.
I know a lot of them.
They are not many. And John, you know, not up to 1%.
I know a lot of them.
Not up to 1%, John.
And the ones you know in Nigeria is not up to 0.001%.
The ones I know in Nigeria, you see, that's another thing that I always say.
There are more, whether we like
John,
there are more
you are my
millionaires
circle.
in America.
You are my circle.
Yes.
This guy, Fubara, is my circle. The two of you, Fubara lives abroad but works in Nigeria. You understand? I can't. You see, there was a time when I was having an argument with someone, and the person said, "Everybody wears expensive wigs." Now, if we look at that generalization, Nigeria, the population of people that can afford expensive wigs is not up to 0.01%. But all the person's friends wear expensive wigs.
That if it's so.
So hold on. We've got to be careful. What's the color of grass? John, what's the color of grass?
Green.
It's not green. Humans see it as green. Bees see it as purple. Dogs see it as brown.
Have
So
you ever seen through the lens of a dog before?
go. So that's what I'm telling you. From you to tell me to see through the 99%, you are telling me to see through the lens of a dog
No.
or a
How
bee.
did you know that dogs see it as purple?
Scientifically, because of they've run many tests.
Yes,
Okay. That is
Just the way you can blow a whistle that a dog can hear, but a human being cannot hear it.
let's look at it this way, that phrase. What determines quality of life is in social basic amenities and not in.
Hold on, John. But we are going somewhere. First of all, I beg, I won't curse one person here. V bars 01 Daddy Freeze with your papa, your mama, and every autistic Olori Buruku child where you go born, all of them go be weary. Barapcho. Abirun lo ma bi. Write it down. Abirun lo ma bi. Back to what I was saying. You see, yeah, it comes to, we've got to have because I realized that in this life, perspective is very different. We've got to understand perspective. Some people don't care about basic amenities because in their own worlds, they can provide those basic amenities for themselves. People like John.
There are some that can. After the Joshua couldn't provide those basic amenities.
Yes.
Because with all the money in the world he had, there was a truck parked on the road.
Which is agreed. Those are the stupid things in Nigeria. But you see, if we're also very careful, there are so many stupid things abroad. My friend witnessed a robbery abroad and nobody could stop the thieves. In front of them, they were breaking a shop and everybody was looking.
Yes.
In Nigeria, if I don't find tire will be the size of those thieves, put for their neck.
Yeah, but
Now, hold on. I wouldn't want to, like what happened to me in the plane in Germany. Would I really want to live in a place where a 10-year-old's opinion and view and his need to put his luggage is more important than mine? You see, there are many dynamics to this thing. See, 90% abroad wins.
okay.
Why? And I remember my first statement that I made, John. I said Nigeria favors the gamblers. Abroad favors the conformists. Every day you live in Nigeria, hold on. Every day you live in Nigeria, you gamble with your life, you gamble with your money. Abroad is more straightforward. Some people enjoy the thrill of gambling because I know people who cannot leave Nigeria. I have friends who have citizenship abroad. Once they go abroad, once they spend 1 month, 2 months, they are back. I have conversations with them all the time. Baba, this abroad, I like it, it's cool, I'm enjoying it, but Baba, nothing like Niger. So what makes someone want to come to where it's not safe? What makes someone want to come to where the government is not working? What makes someone want to, you see, let's not talk about those who have no choice. If you have dual citizenship, I have a friend, he's less than 30. He owns a house in Canada, owns several houses in Nigeria, has money in Canada, has a nice car in Canada, has many nice cars in Nigeria. He can choose. He always chooses Nigeria. You understand? But if you sell everything you get for Nigeria and you go abroad, you don't feel vex come back. You can't say you have a choice. You have just one choice. Is either you stay in Nigeria or you sell everything you have and move abroad. So most people that have that one choice, I always advise them, choose abroad. abroad will work for you. Once you can conform. But people like us that don't understand conformity, we've never conformed. I go abroad and I'm wondering, I see my friends who left Nigeria many years ago. They are still in those same circles. Wake up in the morning, go and do this, go and do that. In Nigeria, I don't have, if I decide I don't want to, like today I wasn't feeling well, I don't have to call anybody. Honest Bunch, I record once a week. Even that one, I reach that. I have told them that I cannot wake. I know they wake up early.
That's what is keeping the country in the state it is.
So that the phrase is talking about the Nigerians that he knows that.
Wait, bro. Sorry, no vex, I beg. I just got to beg you. You made mention of abroad. You have friends that have lived a couple of years, still doing.
They are regimented, structured. It doesn't mean that they are regimented and structured. They are doing better than us that are not.
I know, I agree. But if we compare it to how our motherland is right now, don't you think like not having these regiments is the reason why we are in the position we are at the moment?
Now, you need to understand that if you work for yourself, you don't have to have that regimen.
Right.
You understand? If you work for somebody else or you work for the government, 95% of people abroad work for somebody else or work for the government.
I differ a bit. If you work for yourself, there are still certification or licenses that you must get by all means, by compulsorily, which must make your business, that will make your business run. Here in Nigeria, those not until you are forced. That's when you know that you have to get those certification or get those licensing. But there, once it's getting to expiration, you renew quickly because you have to conform. That's what those.
That is you when we say things like this, I like to use statistics to as a sport. When you're talking about Nigeria, an economy of that is 1 over 100 the economy of this country you're talking about. It tells you categorically that something is not right. The fact that you have a friend who is abroad, who is still working to earn a living, that person is an equivalent of the security man in Nigeria that is not even earning anything. So the standard of living there is way higher, better than the standard of living in Nigeria. The fact that you know people who are
you see, John, you are buttressing my point.
The fact that you know people who can buy a house in Canada, those people are the equivalent of the people that can actually buy an island in St. Kitts in the US.
Anybody can buy a house.
No,
hold on. John. You see, when my problem with statistics, John, do you know what my biggest problem with statistics is? Do you know what my biggest problem with statistics is? Anybody can use statistics to manipulate. Let me give you statistics here. Only 20% of smokers will ever catch lung cancer. Google it. Statistics.
That's true.
Now, 80% of lung cancer patients are smokers.
True.
So I can choose to wield whichever statistic favors me. If I want to say cigarette is good, I say, don't, hold on. I will push a statistic. Wait, John.
You will yield that to people who did not go to school and did not understand mathematics. Because if you did permutation and combination,
hold on. You see, John, if there are 1 million human beings and 10 bees, and the 1 million human beings see the grass as green, and the 10 bees see the grass as purple, we cannot say that grass is green because a majority sees it that way, because there is a set of those who are actually more beneficial to the world than human beings. If you remove bees from the world will crash. There will be
Why do we-
widespread
so why-
famine. If you remove
why
human
do
beings
we-
from the
why-
world will rearrange itself and be better off in 100 years. The world will be back
That's
better.
That's not true.
100%.
If there are
Let's put it to Google.
If there are 1 million human beings,
Yes.
and there are 5 human beings that see the grass as purple, then the grass is green.
No.
Those 5, sir.
No.
Those 5 are a minority.
It's not
That
no.
those 5
Okay.
are a minority
Okay.
that might
Do you
suffer
realize
from blindness.
that? Hold on. Do you realize that 1% of the world controls 80% of the world's wealth?
Yes.
So why would that 1%? So now the question now is, why are you choosing the statistics?
It does not make the world wealthy. The fact that 1% of the world.
No, but that's not what you are saying. You are saying that.
I'm saying. What I'm saying is that
Mm.
if there are 1 million people,
Yes.
and 5 of them sees grass as purple, that means those 5 of them are suffering from a condition called biologically color blindness.
No.
However, if there are 200 million Nigerians
Mm-hmm.
and 0. And there are 10 billionaires in dollars in Nigeria, does not mean that Nigerians are billionaires in dollars. Nigeria is still a poor country because
see-
those 10 billionaires
You see,
are
John,
an exception.
John, we are both more or less saying the same thing. Let me explain my point to you a little further. If you ask me, is going abroad good? I will say for 90 to 95% of Nigerians, it is good, meaning their grass is green. But there's that 5%. In that 5%, we have the people who generate their wealth in Nigeria. We have the risk takers who don't like conformity. We have the people who don't want to live in a society where women and children are placed above them. We have those who don't want to share 50% of their resources with a woman in a divorce. We have a whole chunk of people who are not doing poorly, who are choosing to stay in Nigeria for whatever reason they choose it to be.
Minority.
John, like I said, the bees might be the minority, but as a bee, you are not going to start seeing it as green because John, you are not getting the argument at all. Let me explain something to you here. Lion, grass, and goat, right? Does the goat look at a lion as his friend or his enemy?
A lion, grass, or goat? The goat looks at the lion as his enemy.
God bless you.
The lion will eat it.
Now, the grass, does the grass look at the lion as enemy?
No.
But the same grass looks at the goat as enemy.
Yes.
Good. So what I'm trying to show you is perspective. Even if there are only 3 lions, those 3 lions will remain the enemies of the goats, but not the enemies of the grass.
Okay,
So
but
here's what I'm trying to say. Hold on, John. Let me land properly. John, let me land properly. Let me land properly. You have, let me use my friend, Dr. Ned, real estate mogul. Dr. Ned, my security guard, and Fubara. The way Dr. Ned will make a decision, whether Dr. Ned, because he's a billionaire, he's probably 0.00001% of the population. He does not need to make his decision the way my security guard will make his decision. My security guard will not make his decision like Fubara, who has one family abroad and a business in Nigeria. So everybody's perspective is going to be based on everybody's individual circumstances.
I agree with you, but if I want to say something, I'll say based on Dr. Ned's situation, this is what it's going to do. I won't say it is not good for Nigerians.
Have I ever said it's not good for Nigerians to travel to JAPA?
You say JAPA? Did you say me to JAPA?
Me, that's what I've been saying. But you see, the problem is you are joining those people on YouTube that are looking for who to hold. Me, I cannot JAPA. Listen to what I said, John. That's why I said the two of us are.
That's your personal opinion.
Yes.
That's your personal opinion.
See. See.
If you want,
See how I said it. Fubara. See how I said it. I said 95% of Nigerians will japa. There is that 5% that will not, for personal reasons that I
I'm not ready
listed.
to live abroad.
Thank you. You are still one of the
I'm not ready
5%.
to live abroad. But
But for the average man, statistically, like you have said,
I'm not ready to live abroad now. But it does not mean that life cannot throw itself at me.
In my opinion, I think it's lower than 5%. That wants to live in
listen to
Nigeria.
this. Somebody keeps saying DF is always encouraged because I say me, I no go jackpot. How am I discouraging you? Are you and me in the same situation? Are me and Bill Gates in the same situation? It's like saying because I cannot buy a yacht, I'm discouraging you from buying a yacht. Go and buy your yacht now. I know if you buy, no me say you know if you buy. I be Bill Gates. You see Nigerians, and this is why you deserve the kind of leaders you deserve. Una know they get brain to think. I tell you, say me, I no like something. Does not mean that you must like it with me. And me and you coming from the same place. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It doesn't mean that Mr. A cannot tomorrow have one ailment.
See, there are people abroad. There is a very good John. You know this friend of mine that I'm talking about. John, hold on. This friend of mine I'm talking about, you know this person. I know, just mention the person name. One day the person husband just wake up, sell all their property for Yankee, begin to come back Nigeria. Give the wife ultimatum. Say, I give you 2 months, meet me in Nigeria. You know this person. If you DM me one-on-one, I go talk about him, but I go call you, tell you who the person be. You know the person well.
Make I send the message first. Make you don't forget.
Just remind me once we off the call, I go tell you. The person just woke up one day for that Yankee, sell everything we get, come back, Igbo land. This thing happened this year. Everybody for this life know the person. I don't go don't mention the person name.
Person they talk say I live in a golf course. I don't live in a golf. I say I'm in Nigeria. I'm in my house in Nigeria. I'm in Nigeria. I'm in Lagos. So I'm not in a golf course.
Let me don't stop this. You see, Nigerians have a way of. I understand that Facebook has started monetizing, which is one of the biggest problems we have in Nigeria now. Facebook monetization. I don't care about Instagram monetization or TikTok monetization or YouTube monetization. But you see that Facebook, because a bunch of imbeciles are on that Facebook looking for what to push. And they'll come and they'll say, Daddy Freeze is discouraging people from Jackpa. How am I discouraging people from Jackpa? If I say, I know they do, it's like, I know like, there are things I don't like in this life. Should I start liking it so that you don't feel that I'm discouraging you? I like abroad, traveling, visiting. Can I live abroad? I don't think so. But like John said, situation can happen. Things can happen. 3 years from now, 6 months from now, 2 days from now, something can happen. You go need to travel. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Somebody said now human being Facebook, now rats, they there. Let me say something here. Let me say something here. Me, if I were to be in power, I would more focused on making sure nobody in my cabinet has their children abroad, goes for medical trips abroad. You understand? Because the only way you can fix it, if you get that 1% billionaire and ruling class to patronize the services in Nigeria, and when the services are bad, they will fix it.
That is why Abacha remains a strong general. His children were in University of Maiduguri when he was head of state.
Yes, now. His children went to school here in Nigeria.
Mahmoud Abacha was in University of Maiduguri.
Abacha could not travel for 5 years. He did not leave this country, and he was doing it.
Peter Odili to all his children schooled here. Do you understand? So, you see, when you have the reason why your hospitals don't work, the reason why the hospitals don't work is because our leaders will not risk going to school, sending their children to school here, or receiving treatment for medical ailments here. They will not risk it. What they want is the best.
And this thing is democracy. There's no right for democracy. When during Abacha's regime, there was a time that area manager of cannot have a generator in your house. It was
Washiri.
forbidden for any district or area manager or even business unit manager of NEPA to have a generator in his house.
Before, there was something called Water Corporation. Have you forgotten?
No, but you understand what I mean by they're not allowed to have a generator in their house? Because they want you to fix power.
Yeah.
So that you will bear the grunt of the common man when there's no power. These are some things that come with the military that make me just say, these guys, in as much as they have their skoy, they are geniuses on their own. But now, NEPA office, you go PHED office, they use generator.
They talk far. Aso Rock, not be solar.
Aso Rock, they use solar.
They talk far. They go far, please. They talk too much.
No. Aso Rock, they use solar.
Aso Rock.
That's to tell you, Omo. Every man, kala your malu, carry your cross. Kala your malu.
Wow.
Aso Rock is in solar and you are complaining you don't have lights. Themselves don't get lights.
You're trying to cut costs. So
Honestly, I wish those set of military men have come back. Those set, because I don't know the mindset of the people that are around now. Those set of military men.
In 1999, the first person that took over, he was a military man.
Yes, and that was why he was the only one that was moving towards the right direction. Then there was this guy.
John, I don't answer you.
There was this guy. They brought as governor of Borno State. A military.
I want to delete my answer.
I don't want.
You don't see him?
I don't see him. They brought him as military administrator of Borno State, Colonel Victor A.A. Ozodunobi. So I think it's from Enugu also. If you see how this guy operates, man, bro, military men have discipline. I beg, civilians are bloody civilians. Bloody smelling, stinking civilians. Military men have discipline. Regardless that they have their score, they have discipline. That's what leadership is. Bro, you don't fit go that NDA. They blow big one for you by 4 a.m. You wake up. You don't iron your clothes the previous night. Parade. You will not have discipline. What we lack in leadership in Nigeria is discipline.
Brother, you talk far. NDA too far. Normal military school. You hear schoolboy with the waka.
What we lack in Nigeria is discipline. Oluwabeg, no, there's you be Funko and I know that. I know why I just say you block me. I mean, let me block you. But they talk of human beings, they put mouth for talk where human beings talk. It's supposed to be an animal kingdom, go judge of animal kingdom, go talk. I mean,
Who be
I
that?
don't know why they. Wow, big head, look at. Because the animal kingdom, follow the talk, I mean, shut up. I don't care about you. I don't care. I don't bloody care about you.
we have human. We don't
They come that if it's like.
see, as in the talk of Nigeria problem, you go see human to human problem. Somebody go disturb you. Look at how you were talking normal. Somebody just type something. See how you.
There are people I hate with a back. In fact, I don't hate is the wrong word. I loathe. And that's me. And I expect them to do the same. It has to be mutual.
So eating in return.
You get people where if they did at the fridge, like if I come see them, I will just drop my phone. Go find where I go carry one big nyash.
Who are those people?
Because if I hate someone, I hate the person and his generation, including his children. That is who I am.
John, who be these people where you hate? May we know.
There are some names that if tomorrow I walk into a place and they call my name is, I say, are you so son? That would automatically block that road for you.
As I mentioned one name that time, you blow up.
That's who I am. That's who I am. If you want to, and you have the right to hate me, you have the right to like me and not consign me.
I beg, take him easy.
Very easy.
I beg, take him easy.
The kingdom of heaven suffering violence. I'm not in violence taken by force. That's my law. I'm not expecting to be commenting in a place where I'm not.
So now it now boils down to individuals' preferences to JAPA or not to JAPA. Some people JAPA for some probably personal reasons, security reasons for some, medical reasons for some to advance their life. Let me give you a short story.
Some people JAPA because of woman.
Yes,
The love of their life travel. That gas, they cannot leave it. They will have to follow that gas to wherever it is.
I have two brothers. Our last one, we are 5. The last 2 were not doing very well. They were not doing well. As in, they were struggling with life. Now they are doing very fine. And immediately we noticed this. They said they moved to US, and their life changed immediately for better. They were nowhere before, but immediately, less than 3 months they got to America. Their life changed seriously, positively. In fact, one of them is I can say the richest in our family now. So, if he was still in Nigeria, he would still be on that same level, doing same thing.
Brother.
Yeah.
See, most of the things Nigerians go to what God cannot do. When they travel, those prayer points stops.
Yes, immediately. You don't need to.
See, let me give you a typical example. When that time was small, he get one shop where they share the same line with us. If they come back from school, my focus, now that light, the light within that shop, whether it is on,
I can relate.
What I go they pray, Jesus, my Lord, please let there be lights in that shop. Please, I want to watch cartoon. I want to play video game. Please let there be lights there. And once I reach that shop light there, I'll see me where I dey praise God.
See,
if I was a child growing up in Texas,
you would not pray. You would not pray. See, when I first moved from Nigeria, the first many years ago, the first days, I don't know my clothes. I dey prepare for school. I know they joke. I don't know my clothes.
So that typically you can take the monkey.
And sincerely speaking,
America.
Sincerely speaking, I did it for like 2 weeks. Later, I couldn't ask myself question, wait till they iron all my clothes for? You know why they iron all my clothes? I see lights. I know they used to run.
Never lights. No, see, hey, John, till this evening, my wife still corrected me on something. My banana and some things I just ate now, I was just dumping them into one waste bin. She said, no, now I'll be collecting you. This one is for dry, this one is for wet. Don't do that again. Just they are collecting me. Me in Nigeria, anywhere we throw out. So you still have to okay, a whole lot of things that you have to do because you're always preparing for. Most times there is you don't always have light, so you always have to iron your clothes in case you. And then you don't even know which clothes you want to wear tomorrow.
So
you understand? Hey, just pick up as spirit leads and you move.
Like he said, a lot of prayers. If the reason why pastorpreneurs exist in Nigeria is The reason why pastorpreneurs exist in Nigeria is because of failure of government. The other, so I remember when I was living in Dubai. Sometimes I would travel from Abu Dhabi to Dubai, a journey of 1 hour. Sometimes I would sleep off. I would sleep off at the drive. And they do close to 100, 110. Why? Because the roads are marked.
Right.
I drive a good car. Once I swap
That follows road marking.
Those road markings, my steering will start vibrating and an alarm will pick. I'll definitely wake up. You get? And also, if I'm approaching the car in front of me, because there are speed limits on those roads, almost all the cars are moving at a uniform speed.
Yes. You won't put it on auto cruise. You're not going
You understand? Because if the speed limit of a road is 110, most of the cars will be running at between 110, 100 and 105. So it will be very difficult for you to collide into another. And most of them will be on auto cruise.
On auto cruise, you know, go near that car.
Accidents in those roads are it's news. It's rare. But yesterday I was coming back just to make U-turn for Lekki. I see where one car don't scatter one keke. They carry one woman. Woman we don't injure. Well. One person carry her for this hand. One person carry her for this hand. One person carry her for this leg. One person carry her for this leg.
A bad thing with the tail laugh like this.
And then they carry
Before we done some rescue operations in Nigeria, because somebody was trying to carry you in a very good way.
They carry the crossroad. In the UAE, where I live, if there's an accident, you don't have the right to go close to that accident scene, except you are a trained first aider and you have your ID card. As a civilian, all you can do is to call rescue.
As a civilian, you don't. As long as you witness it, you are obliged to park and wait for first responders.
Wait for first responders to come.
And call first responders. You are obliged to wait and
You
give
can't
a
even
statement.
go close to them. And you know Dubai, their laws are more strict, and you cannot even video that scene. If you video it, you commit a criminal offense. You get? We live like savages in this country. We live like savages in this. Yeah, and the woman come fat. All her fat just fall for ground. They fall for ground, yakata. Blood got the tip as they carry her. I said, what the hell is this? Why don't we have value for human lives?
Your mouth self no good, I swear.
Bro, it's bad, oh. It's bad. It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. But there's nothing we can do. We have Tinubu as president.
I said one word before. I talked one word before. You said you are not. I said we are cooked. I involve myself because regardless, I'm still Nigerian.
I agree with you 100%.
Regardless wherever you live, I still be Nigerian. We are cooked.
I agree.
Yeah, that's why you are still. Yeah, that's why you're on this live program. So
Regardless whatever second passport person you hold, wherever you live, you're still Nigerian.
100%.
See, King's Kitchen said the way you guys talk about abroad, madam, we know they cook mama put when we go abroad. Now because if they cook mama put, that's not why it is when we go abroad. Come back here so they can't cook that mama put when they cook. Because nobody can patronize you. You fart like bulum when they use the birthday party.
I mean, take it easy.
So, can we change the topic and talk about something, or should we just call it a day?
Please, look, I go find something to chop.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was
Make I bring one other person as John they go.
Yeah, if it's come on to being here.
You've been here for a minute. Let me bring Olu.
It was nice.
Nice having you,
this
bro.
Discussion. Great discussion, great arguments. you know, it's really important to have this kind of back and forth arguments. You know, regardless wherever region we come from, Nigeria and ICT, we still be one.
You want people to only go come. That mouth will big like pipe.
Why you dey yap Olu now?
That mouth will big like I see this pipe.
I don't run. Hey, bye bye.
Who in the job?
Bye. Oh yeah, make I bring Olu.
I wish good night, Amen.
Good night, John. Good night. Good night. Oh yeah.
Thank you, dear. Mitch, I want to go play tennis.
Oh yeah, go play tennis. She na read tennis you want play, I be the one way. The tennis will start with P. Olu don't join, oh.
You don't go wrong, okay? They don't put them well. Coming here to be lying to people. Everything he was saying is a lie. Everything he was saying is a lie. How can you say in insurrection the first responder is military? No, now.
God bless you.
I have issue with misinformation. I don't like people to misinform people. That's what I'm saying. I don't care whether you like people or you don't like them. But don't misinform people. Always say the truth. Which one is first responder is the capital insurrection in the capital US that he's talking about. The first responders are police.
Yes, now.
The first responder is police. So why is he lying and on top of the lie he will just and he's not allowing people to talk. You'll be insulting them.
That's the problem.
You'll be insulting people. That's not how to bring out your point now. You can bring out your point gently. You don't need to insult people. You just, you know, the way he talks online, I don't really like it. And I was, it's unfortunate that he has gone. I wanted to bet with him. That's why I came. That 200K that he's talking about, we will raise it to 1 or more.
No, it's not.
So let's now prove it to him that what he's saying is a lie.
It's not. First responder is always police. And it's in the constitution.
It's police. Once the issue is an internal aggression, anything that is internal, the first responder is police. Why me I was saying the solution to the insurgent that is currently going on is state police is because the weakest link currently in this war against insurgents is intelligence. It's intelligence gathering. That's the weakest link in all these things they are doing. The military are not trained to gather intelligence. By virtue of their training, they are not trained to gather intelligence. All they do is, we should go here, bow, they are there. They are not, and that's the weakest link. So, you can imagine if we have state police and the governor, you call a governor chief security officer of a state, he does not have control over any security apparatus. What's the chief security, what is he controlling? Which security, you know, that's just by name. But if he has his own security, you understand, he has everything, then they can use that to gather intelligence and police very well. And that is what is lacking. Because everything they have been doing so far, from the day of, I think insurgents grew rapidly during Jonathan. And since then it has been going on. All of them have been approaching the problem the same way. Increase military budgets. Military go here. This one do here. There's no results.
It's just
they have been doing the same thing. Jonathan even go a step further by ensuring that he has Almajiri school, like he created Almajiri school. Do you understand? But it didn't work. They have to convert some of those schools to religious center. Yeah, because that was not the priority for them over there in that place. And they have over 20 million out of school children. So that's it. But if you have, and those are the challenges. So my own is, you can't be doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results. It's not possible now. Try a different approach. What is lacking currently in our security architecture is the fact that we don't have, every state does not have their own police. If they post a police now to, let's say, Oyo, maybe they carry the police from Kano, they bring him to Oyo, he does not understand the terrain. It will take him time to assimilate with the people and understand the terrain. How does he want to gather intelligence in that gathering? So those are the issues. And that's why me have looked at it critically. Unless a governor has control over what is happening in his state, you cannot hold him responsible. You cannot, and that's what is lacking. So, what does that mean? What that means is that our constitution is a default. Our constitution have an issue. If you call a man a chief security officer of a state, and he does not have control over the security architecture of that state, that means there is something wrong with that constitution. Sir, let me just put a little comment on that. To me, it's only when they want to put a kind of dichotomy, or they want to hide under something. That's when, as a date, the governor might not have total control of the security apparatus of his state, but definitely they have a huge, very huge influence. And that's why when the governor complains of a commissioner of police, most times they take them out or something like that. But the governor settles. No, let me say settle. Governor supports the police. Most of the police equipment in each state are bought by the governors. The governor even makes sure that out of the security vote, the police, the civil defense, the army, they get their quota in support of what they do. So definitely, I'm not saying it's just the command that they don't have 100%, but they wage a lot of influence. See, what we have today, I'm not saying it might not work 100%, and I'm not in support of it, but definitely that still doesn't mean that we should not have a better security outfit, better security of life and properties in this country. Today, a whole lot of the laws we are using are outdated or are archaic, but definitely it has taken us to a level we need to improve on them, and that is the situation that I feel where Nigeria should be now. Instead of making good laws, we are still making bad laws. Well, all I'm saying, my brother, is that, you see, the governors are still hiding under the fact that they don't have that command. Do you get? That's what. So if they have the command, if they have everything, the blame, the citizen will shift the blame on them. One of the reasons why the citizens are shouting the president now, president, hey, is because he has the command. The command and the authority reside with him. And that is why he's being blamed for what is going on now. But if a governor has his own security architecture, you understand, you will only be asking for support at the federal level if you are overwhelmed. Yes. Do you understand? And to that extent, it will really help the society and all that. I won't like to know, Baba, if we continue, I don't want to be a prophet of doom. If we continue with this format of relying on the president to solve all our security issues, more especially this insurgent, we will be going in cycle. We'll be going in cycle. And that's a statement of fact. You understand? But if every state manage, can you imagine that local government or that school where they kidnap people and all those things? Can you imagine if you have some security, community security in that place? You understand? It could have made difference, but there's none. You understand? And Nigeria is very big. There are some villages in Nigeria that they have not even seen security presence before. They are not protected at all. They are not protected at all. So those are the issues. Those ones are vulnerable. Those areas are vulnerable for attack. So that's why I personally feel like if we have that thing, it will shift the body. And some of these governors, they will be alive to their responsibilities. They will have a reason to. Do you understand? Why did they remove Jonathan? They removed Jonathan because they felt he has failed in security, and they believe, the one that is coming is a general. This thing will just disappear as beggar. It will just go. But instead of going, it was just escalating. Yeah, it was escalating. You know, so those are the issues. And in most cases, when you even look at this security, this issue, you will know that there is something that is triggering it. Maybe the president is doing something that is against the interest of certain people. Do you understand? And a lot of things start happening and all those things. I really don't envy him and all that. And the sad part is that they also did the same thing to Jonathan. They blame him. They said the box stop at their table. So, I mean, so it's the same thing that is happening to them now. The box is now on their table. Pray. Yes, now, so I just pray for them that he's able to get out of this problem. They will find a way and maybe intensify effort with the military and all that. Maybe something can come out of it. You are very apt. You are very correct. The time is not really on our side as a country. Before Nigeria is tagged with failed state, because nothing actually is working very well. Nothing at all. I'm telling you, my brother. And because there's no way you turn that is okay. And Nigeria ourselves, we are not making things easy for ourselves. A whole lot of places you see this one is doing his own thing, and that one you go to ministry, you cannot walk freely, you cannot make inquiries. You go to markets, people will cheat you. You want to buy medication, it's fake. You'll be, I don't even know. Is it not that? And we pray to God every day. We go to church. They caught one guy, and the guy is a big guy in church, and he's the one adulterating medications, drugs, and he's going to church. And I feel like, okay, what does he go to church to do? So you find out that a whole lot of people, and people will sell you food that they know that you are not going to cook again. They will sell bad ones for you, and you just take it and you just use. A lot of people are suffering from different ailments just because of fellow Nigerians trying to make money selfishly out of them. Yes, no. So you just find out what do you want to do? I don't even know where we want to start, where the reorientation is going to start from, because it's terribly bad. It's terribly bad. Recently they bought a factory in Ogun State where they are producing men for 480 billion naira. So you can imagine what that one would do to the society if they release those drugs to the society. You understand? And they've been doing all these things, they've been getting away with. It is the one they catch. It is one they catch that you will see. And you know, for that, even the monies are laundered. They create hardship for people. Somebody will go and buy one house, 1.5 billion land in Lekki, this and that, and those things will just be going up. They are not natural price changes or costs, because they are just, people are buying things out of the fact that they want to launder money, and at the end of the day, it's affecting us. How many people? We just find out people are buying exorbitant vehicles, very high graded cars, and tomorrow you'll be like, how can you get your own? And you too want to, if you can't beat them, you want to join them. So we have a society where nothing is really working very well, and then we are contending with it. Well, seriously. My brother, I don't know your view about this security, but I think it's the biggest challenge facing this country. No, it is now. It is. Insecurity is, because that one is very, very daring. It's looking us in the face. So it can happen to anybody, anywhere. You can't go anywhere. See, Daddy Freeze was driving. Daddy Freeze was driving. That day I was in London too. He was driving to him. Said, "This is me," and he had that sense of safety. He felt like nothing is going to happen to him. That was the way we're feeling sometimes ago. When I was in Ibadan, I don't really close our gates. I don't have tenants in my house, so I live alone. So sometimes I don't even bother to lock gates. Same thing in Osogbo, in Osho State. It's very free. There's no much security or anything like that until lately that you have to be very scared. In our house in Lagos. The thing don't reach Oyo. And it don't reach Oyo. And that's what I'm saying. It don't reach Lagos, oh. And now Lagos is a go with that. From Ibadan to Lagos is like 1.5 hours. And now when you, sometimes I want to leave, I will have some meetings in Lagos. I want to leave Osogbo very early. And I have to cut the journey into two. I'll move from Osogbo to Ibadan, stay, then the following day, I will now be going to Lagos so that I can meet up like 9 a.m. Trip. But before I used to travel, I would leave Osogbo like 5 a.m. Those of my colleagues in Lagos, They are entering as they are entering office. I'm entering the HQ. We just enter together because everything is smooth, no much problem. But I can't. Everybody will advise you don't leave your house until it's 7 a.m. so that you will be working during daytime, and you don't before 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. you are back in your house. What for? What for?
I think greatly. We should. I don't know how this thing can happen, but I think there's a need for Nigerians to carry their protest. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, am I still audible?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So I think there is a need for Nigerians to continue to put pressure on the presidency. But beyond that, I think there is a need for protest or something on the state assembly. Do you understand? We should go to all the state assemblies and protest in all the state assembly so that they will support a resolution for state police in all the state assembly. You understand? Because for them to change the constitution, I think 2/3 or something of state assembly has to agree with that proposition. The 2/3 of state assembly. So we should organize, because if we continue to pile pressure on the president, you understand, and they still don't change that constitution to effect state police in our constitution, we are just merry-go-rounding. We are just going around the something. I think those are the things because we are still doing the same thing and expect different results. We are still doing the same thing. You go to the president, they increase funding for military. Do you understand? And at the end of the day, still no results.
Where is this guy that just came just now?
Hi, Daddy Fizz. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you clearly. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Nice one. Nice topic, Mr. Lu, and nice speech you made. What I want to say is for this security problem in Nigeria, the best solution is to make sure, as much as possible, people have arms to defend themselves. People are able to defend themselves because the level of insecurity in Nigeria has gone so bad that no matter the state security personnel you provide in Nigeria, the number of armed, I don't know if I can use the word armed on life, bandit authorities you want to use, we want to see. The number is too much, and there is still a huge influx of these guys coming in from the border as we speak. Do you understand? So what I'm saying is, my idea is, if we have people who are able to provide these things to protect themselves, it will be more difficult for these guys to come and attack people in their houses. Because they know if they do, they will be met with some level of resistance. But when they go to people's houses, nobody is prepared to retaliate in any way. You just surrender, you give them whatever they want, or they just take as much people as they want. Imagine these guys coming to villages and almost taking the entire village without facing any form of resistance. Go to schools, wherever, churches, everywhere. Take as much people as they want to without facing any form of resistance. If citizens are able to have weapons to protect themselves, things like this will significantly reduce. Significantly. A lot of people might not buy my idea because they're looking at the other side effect of what people would do with those things when situations like this have not arisen. But there should be checks and balances on how to monitor these things. In so many other countries, people have these things in their possession, and those fears or dangers some people are wishing that it's going to happen, hasn't happened. So what I think is, if the government can allow people to acquire these things easily,
it will go a long way to protect us, to protect people.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's another angle to it. You know, they just need to carry out a serious background check
Good.
on individuals. I agree with you. That will also go a long way. I agree. I
Yeah,
agree with you.
because that is the easiest, and give them this weapon, give them training with with high level of security screening and background check. With that, if these guys know that people have these things, they will not come. If they know people have these things in almost all the communities, they will not do that. They'll find something else to do. The reason they're doing it is because they are doing it and they're not getting any form of resistance. They are succeeding. They are making money. It's more like a lucrative business for them.
Where is everybody else? Everybody don't run.
They don't come out now.
Nobody wants to talk about Nigeria, but they all want a better country. No wonder you guys always run abroad.
Now so.
Nobody wants to talk about Nigeria.
That's the best way to go. That's the best solution. That's the easiest and quickest solution to this problem.
But I don't think the government will buy into that. I don't think they will buy into it.
They are scared. They will not buy into that because they are scared.
So the best way still remains, because for me, I think what is lacking basically is intelligence gathering. That is the weakest link in this whole thing. So if you have maybe community police or state police on ground, heavily harmed, you know, they are well equipped and all that.
My brother, I don't know how familiar you are with handling weapon. I'm a certified weapon handling expert. I train people on how to handle weapons. When you know that something is going on somewhere and it's not affecting you directly, the first thing in your mind is, how will you protect yourself first? Okay? Now, it takes a lot for somebody that is not well paid. Some of these police and soldiers, they don't pay them very well. They don't pay them very well. It takes a lot for you to risk your life to protect somebody else. Okay? But when somebody is coming to attack you in your house, you will do anything possible to protect your life. Do you understand the difference? So, there are things we don't consider, even here, even in the West. Sometimes when you call the police, before they come, they make sure they come with a level of reinforcement to make sure they are able to match up and suppress the whatever they are coming to attack or to confront. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's say you have like 4 or 3 people doing something somewhere. One policeman will not go in there and put his life at risk. Or soldier. You understand? But if these guys are coming to my village and I have hundreds and maybe thousands of people in my village, and maybe a good number of them have something to protect and to fight back, because they are fighting for your life. You're not protecting someone else, you're protecting yourself. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I've been in situations where in Nigeria where things are happening and police people are not saying, I don't have enough weapon, I don't have enough bullets, I don't have the sound of what I'm hearing is bigger than what I have. I can't match it, which is true. If you understand these things, the bigger weapon has bigger caliber, and the distance of the ammo is different from, and the damage can cause different from smaller weapons. Let's say you have a pistol, for example, and somebody has an AK-47. There's no match. You can't. For example, there's no match. There's no way somebody that has a pistol can match somebody that has an AK-47. It's not possible. It doesn't matter how good you are. The distance alone will just knock you off. So that's what I'm saying. Because before these guys will come, because these guys, they're coming to take you so they can use you as ransom. They're coming to pick you up to use you as ransom to make money. If they know they can't get a hold of you. Before they kidnap you, they'll get to you in person. They'll reach you. They'll apprehend you. If they know they can't get you, then there's no need for the business, because it's business for them. It's money. They're making money. Do you understand? So even if it's the local thing guns, as far as we have enough of it available for people to protect themselves, it doesn't have to be sophisticated weapon. The local thing gun, before somebody kidnaps, the person get to you, right? Hello, Mr. Olu?
Yeah, I'm with you, my brother. I'm sorry, I'm doing something. That's why.
Okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We need to protect ourselves. That's the first law of nature, self-protection. Once we're able to protect ourselves, forget about politicians. Politicians will always be politicians. They will always play politics. That is who they are. And they all protect themselves. All of them, they all protect themselves. You go to their houses, they have enough policemen and soldiers and all that. They're not expecting the police station in their neighborhood to protect them, or the barracks in their neighborhood, or the local vigilante. They have the policemen in their compound, in their houses. So that is the only way. If Nigerians can acquire these things to protect themselves, this insecurity thing will be a thing of, it will die down immediately. It might not eliminate completely, but significantly to reduce. Significantly, by 80%. I can bet you on that. All the government needs to do is to train people on how to handle these weapons, how to handle them, and maybe give some sort of accountability on how some of the armors are being used. That's all that needs to be done. Maybe once in a while you go to the nearby police station or whatever, DSS office or wherever, to give account of what you have, just to make sure you're not using it for something bad. The referee is not here. So guys, that's the thing. Protect yourself. Whatever you need to do, Nigerians, protect yourself. Find a way to get a licensed firearm and protect yourself. That's the solution to this insecurity problem. Even in this part of the world, most of us have things like that. Even though it's not for self-protection, but we can still use it to protect ourselves if the need arises. Cutlass will not do the magic. It needs to be something that can shoot somebody down. But cutlass will help. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing, but it's not a good solution.
Yes, guys. Where is everybody?
So what I was saying is, if they can make firearms available to citizens easily, that if I can bet you within a few months, this insecurity problem will reduce significantly. Significantly.
I don't know whether to agree or to disagree, because whatever they are doing now doesn't seem to work.
That is the only thing that will work. Nobody, no armed robber, no kidnapper will come to your house knowing that there's a chance of not living. Nobody will do that. They are coming there to take something that will be used as ransom to kidnap somebody. Because if they know they won't succeed, then what's in it? Because it's business now for them. It's business.
I get it.
the original reason behind this insecurity problem, if the government will be open enough to open up to let Nigerians know, is because of some of the natural resources we have in some part of northern Nigeria. They use these bandits try to terrorize the local communities around those areas to make people flee so they can harvest and mine as much resources as possible. Some of those that are not key players in those places now, they've used some of the arms they've gotten, the weapons, to harass people. That's the main reason behind Boko. That is the main reason, initial reason behind Boko Haram when it started. The Western education and all those things, those ones are just what they want to say. They are not against any Western education.
A gentleman wants to join us.
So, when did you come back from London?
Yesterday.
Okay. I saw you had so much fun.
I did. London is always fun for me.
Nice.
I love it, love it, love it. How do I get? Some guy said he just sent me a request. I can't see his request, and nobody else wants to talk. It's so stressful. We've been. If I end it now, it look like I'm not a serious somebody. But you guys just want to be entertained. It's annoying. This Nigeria's matter, Daddy Freeze. You're not talking about Nigeria. We are talking about Nigeria matter. You are there sitting down watching. I think I'm going to end it at this point. I've tried. We've been on for over 3 hours. And I put this conversation on so more people can talk.
Yeah, people need to come out and talk. Bring John. It's like John is here.
Is John coming back? I'm not sure John wants to come back.
Daddy Freeze, do you know when our friend will be released?
Which one of them?
CEO.
I don't even know where she's being held.
Thank you, Baba. No updates. Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. Olu, you not talk again?
I think he said he's in a Zoom meeting. He
okay.
wrote something on the comment section. He said he's in a Zoom meeting that he's going to come back.
Oh, okay.
I read when he said.
All right, guys, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah. I think I want to agree with what these my brothers said concerning people getting themselves protected. If you remember, Daddy Freeze, I told you on this live sometimes ago that I was once a victim of these guys along Oshogbo Elisha, first March 2019, between Oshogbo and Elisha. And I noticed something. You see, those guys, if you remove the Jagamu, the GUN in their hand, I can conveniently, I'm not very fit. As in, I'm not very fit. But I can conveniently beat 5 of them at a stretch. If you remove the Jagamu with it in hand, these guys, they are not having anything. They don't get strength. They don't get strength. So, if they know that you are, there is this law we normally say years back that if you want peace, prepare for WAR. That is it. If they know, say, and another thing I want to call the attention of people to is that take note of what this guy does. They focus on vulnerable, weak people, women and young children, which means
they always go for the softer people. Do you understand me now? They always go for the softer people, especially those who are very current in the southwestern part of Nigeria at the moment. So, if everybody is well prepared, I think this thing will reduce a lot. It will reduce a lot. We are losing a lot. We are losing a lot of professionals as a country. I was very happy with your last video that you did on UK Road. Some of us were very happy because there was a time you spoke about JAPA guys, and I'm one of those that wasn't very happy with your
They don't
submission
insult me, Taya. People know they hear me.
me no insult you, but I wasn't happy with you then. That many people left Nigeria not because we just want to leave. We left for safety. We left for safety. Before my own kidnap issue in 2019, I've always wanted to like be there, even though I wanted my children to, school abroad. So I was like telling my wife that, okay, go with the kids. Make I come to visit you. She said, if you know to say you know they go, I know they go. But after that kidnapping issue, I now sat down. I said, yes, then carry me. At some point, I escaped. Now, let's assume I was with wifey and kids. Will I leave my family and escape when I had the opportunity? Will they have the same strength as me? And it was at that moment I told myself, oh boy, I think you need to move. I think you need to move. So, anybody waiting Nigeria today that has the opportunity and not living, I will assume they were like you, we get money, and they are like the eagle with a very strong feather that is sitting on a fragile tree. If the tree shake, the eagle go fly. Yes, I made a video call to, a couple of friends of mine. They're based in Lagos. And the one that I called showed me the other three guys. Those three other guys were the IT guys, and with like having chats, we were talking, and they say, oh, Shege, Naija is sweet. If you get money, Naija is where we get money. So after the call, so in the night, I now called out my friend. I said, do you know that those three other guys that you were with shouting Naija is sweet if you get money, do you know that the three of them has USA card passports? They were children of the rich. They were born there. If anything happened today, those guys go carry. Oh boy, I know say you get money to live. Oh, if you like, join them. They shout money day. Naija sweet if money day. Don't wait till it gets worse, because I can tell you for free, I'm not convinced the Nigerian government is ready to tackle the insecurity. I am not totally convinced. It has come to a time that if I were to be in Nigeria today, by now I will find a way of defending myself. I will find a way of defending myself. Me. Because the nature of my job is always on the road. I'm always on the road. When I was in Nigeria, I'm always on the road. So definitely, to keep my job going, then I will have to find a way to protect myself. So you have two options: leave or protect yourself. Because if you say, oh, no problem, the blood of Jesus, how many of us want to waste the blood of Jesus? How many liters do we want to waste? I quoted something recently on a show, and I said, when the Pharisees came to arrest Jesus Christ, Peter brought out his sword. He cut the ear, and and I called the people's attention to the reaction of Jesus Christ. Jesus said, Peter, return your sword. The cup that my father prepared, is it not time for me yet? Now, the reaction of Jesus was that Jesus did not say, Peter, why are you carrying sword to follow me? He did not say, and you know I be Jesus now. Why you go to carry sword to follow me? Which means Jesus is fully aware that this thing is needed. He knew that this thing is needed. It's just because it was time. If it wasn't time, Baba said they prepare now, they gallant. So then why? Why? There are so many things that religious has made us so docile and lazy. And as a result of that, a lot of issues are getting more complicated. And this is a call to the Muslims in southwestern part of Nigeria. When these guys started in the north, they started by attacking churches. And the Muslims in the community felt relaxed. And I said, these guys have not come to attack Christians. They come to dominate. They have come to dominate. They have come to bring you into extinction. Majority of the more of Fulanis, the highest place of government than real houses. And that is where the situation of Nigeria is going gradually. This lady, what's her name? The daughter of Baba Araba of Oshobo, Oyinyele Bubon. She had an interview with BBC Yoruba some times ago, where she told us about how these guys attacked her in her home. One of her gate man brought other, maybe it is Hausa or Fulani, to attack her. But before the attack, she said, and I quote, those Fulani guys told her that we are already inside most forests in Southwest. We are only waiting for an order. We are only waiting for an order. Anybody who can go and check that, maybe it's still on her page. Onyele Bubon, she had that interview with BBC Yoruba. So this thing it's not be today the thing start. It has started long before now. We are just seeing the manifestation gradually. And if the governments did not act on time, I bet it will be worse. It will be definitely worse. And what will happen? The middle rich will run away because they can afford it. Then we'll have only the extremely rich, who majority of them already have either UK passports, Canadian passports, US passports, and they will be seen with only one leg that if anything happens, they can go. And the extremely poor. Those are the remaining people that will be left in the country. And partially, I will agree with that phrase. People cannot remain abroad for the rest of their life. You have your home. You have your home. If that phrase decided to relocate to his mom's country today, he's most welcomed. He will live there conveniently for the rest of his life. Nobody will question him. The same thing is applicable to other big Nigerians that have dual citizenship. So what is wrong with the poor and the middle rich from speaking now, regardless of where you are? Regardless of where you are. When I don't expect that as of now, any school in Oyo State should be open. It's my opinion. It's in my opinion. Till those people were rescued, I don't expect that any government-owned school should be open. I don't know the usefulness of NUT. I don't know. If it were to be like 10, 15 years, if it were to be like 15, 20 years ago, NANS would have occupied the whole of Oyo State by now. Where are they now? Leaders of tomorrow are hidden inside the bush. And everybody now continue their life as if the whole thing everything is normal. Everybody just continue as if it's a normal thing. At some point, I wanted to delete all my social media. I'm no longer on Twitter. I deleted my Twitter account. I deactivated my Facebook account because some of the information I was hearing, it affected my mental stability. Seeing young children being flogged. I don't know if you are aware, but in most cases, most of the women being kidnapped by these dirty, thinking idiots.
Close your words, words. You can't say that here. Continue.
Okay. Most of the people being carried by these guys, then they RAP them most of the time.
Are you serious?
Very well. Most of them. There are stories everywhere. I didn't watch a video, but somebody said it on TikTok that he saw a video whereby they asked a woman to spread her leg and they are putting fire under it. I pray may I not see such video.
Where was that video?
I saw it on TikTok this morning. It was a guy that was reporting it. That have you guys seen the video where one of those people asked a woman to spread her leg and they put fire under it, and the lady was crying? I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one that is worried, but I'm more worried, to be honest. And
what have these people not done? They've done the worst of the worst, and nothing has happened. The government has not done anything significantly to address the situation. This thing has been going on for a very long time. They've done the unimaginable. They've done the unimaginable. They've done it live. Now these days they do it even live. They live stream it. Not even video. They live stream it, and nothing happens.
Do you know since I've known that these guys, they don't fear anybody, you they video an army general and you buy in on a live video
and nothing happened. What is there?
An army general. So I think that was why most people were not surprised.
We've gotten to the point where things like this will happen. After a day or two, everybody will just move on. Everything will go back to normal.
Have we not moved on? There's a very popular festival that will happen somewhere in Southwest this week. I don't want to mention the name. A very popular celebration. That happens yearly. Everybody has continued their life. And I learned there was Children's Day celebration in some part of Southwest yesterday. 2 days ago. There was Children's Day celebration. When some children were in the bush. And that sister has run away. So everybody has moved on. We have moved on as if it It is the normal way of life.
That girl joined us. She saw that it was a conversation that her brain could not carry, and she left.
This thing no easy.
Meanwhile, everybody wants a better Nigeria.
It's sad. People need to wake up. We have to make a significant move to let these people know that, see, this thing cannot continue like this. Because if you keep quiet, if you remain docile, it will continue and it will get worse.
No. Do you know what? Do you know what Nigerians do? People will keep quiet when it happens to others. So when it happens to you or somebody closer to you, then you start shouting, and you now be expecting others to speak as well. I had something on my head recently, and I said, those in the forest will be thinking that no school will be open in the whole of Oyo State by now. They will be thinking in their head that all the students will be on the road now, shouting for their rescue, shouting for their release. I said, they will assume that there won't be Children's Day celebration anywhere in Southwest. But, no abuse, Lala. You're welcome, ma.
Yeah. Hi. I may not be able to stay long because I'm kind of busy.
Okay.
Thank you. What do I have to say on this? I agree with Daddy Freeze because part of the reason why I left Nigeria, I didn't leave because I was looking for more money. I left because of the insecurity and the fear of the unknown, so to put it. Let me put it like that. After I lost my dad, I was like, the only person that gives me assurance and hope. Like, I know that, yes, if I want to work here, my dad can get me to work here. I worked with Union Bank. I left Union Bank. My dad was already pushing in 1 or 2 strings for me to join the ministry then. So after he died, I was like, who is going to be here to press buttons for me anymore? Let me just carry myself and run to Canada since I have the platform.
That is
And
gay.
no, I've been sorry.
I said that is gay.
Myself, myself and all my siblings now, we are all out. I don't have any sibling in Nigeria anymore. We are all in Canada, US. Not because of money, so to say, but like that before said, because of the insecurity and the madness going on in that country. We just couldn't do. And the person that used to shield and protect us from all that madness and give us the total line and all that was no longer in the picture.
No, you know, that is, I said something recently. I can't conveniently or comfortably talk about people who left Nigeria 5 years before. But from 5 years, from 2020 till date, anyone who left Nigeria, you are either a professional or you have some amount
Money,
of
yeah.
you have worked to have some amount of money. And I explained it. In the UK, before you can leave Nigeria, you will have school fees deposit of 5,000 pounds. That is around 10M. You will do a proof of funds.
Proof of funds.
So I don't want to say how they do them. So it's either you have the money or you do them the way they do them. Which
Or
that
you
way
borrow
you will
it.
still
Some
pay.
people borrow.
You will still pay. You will still pay for that as well. So which means you are not even among the poor. You are not even among the poor. And just like this sister said, I have a friend, their parents has 3 children. One is in the UK, one is in Canada, their firstborn is in Australia. They have never seen themselves in the last 5 years. They only talk on videos.
Oh, okay.
The time we come, we are cousins might not
We
see
don't know each other. Yes,
We don't
very
know each
true.
other. All thanks to our country, Nigeria. All thanks to our leaders.
Very true. I have 4 sisters in Canada. The last time I saw one of them was in 2023, 2022. And we are in the same country.
You see now? That inside the same country. Inside the same country.
My sister has a daughter that is 3 years. I've not seen that. If I see the news,